good chance
You could keep overpaying for commercial auto coverage, or you could get insurance from
of being accepted now. Many people can benefit from the ideas you present under a 22, and as a result, you may be given a top position. You are now the known expert in your field, and others come to you for opinions and advice. This is a very tense period when you will be dealing with groups of people. Guard against extremes. Do not be too extravagant with money, and do not speculate in uncertain enterprises. Stay away from gambling. Deal only with practical matters during this period. Overindulgence may cause the dissolution of affairs which otherwise have good potential. If in doubt about any matter, consult a professional. Do not trust just your own judgment. Once all the facts are collected, rely upon your own intuition, which is based on reason, to supply you with proper decisions. It can all be yours during this powerful material period. Tarot symbolism, key 0 and 22. The Fool, before and after. The master number 22 holds a unique position in the tarot deck. Theoretically, the major arcana begins at key 1 and continues through key 21. The minor arcana begins at 23, the King of Wands, and continues on to 78, the 10 of Pentacles. The Fool, as key 0, stands by itself, representing the God force. 22 would seem to be missing. However, since cyclicity is the essence of life, there can be no ending. Therefore, the Fool, key 0, is the life force before entering manifestation, and 22 is that same key 0, the Fool, having walked the 21 keys of the major arcana to complete that full cycle and step once more beyond the present incarnation. 22 is an ancient numerical symbol for a circle, and therefore represents the Alpha and Omega, by which the Lord described himself in the Bible. The word fool comes from the Latin follus, meaning a bag of wind. Every genius is called a fool at some time, and that which contains air or breath could be called a bag of wind. Therefore, we are the fool in that sense. The fool is the superconscious, pictured here as having room to take one more step. This indicates that we never come to the limit of our potentials. The white sun is the universal radiant energy eternally rising, for it can never reach its zenith. The mountains indicate attainment. They are cold and uninteresting to many, but from their peaks, melting snow feeds the streams and makes the valley fertile. So too, ancient wisdom will feed your consciousness and transform your life. The Fool's wreath symbolizes victory. His wand is a measuring tool by which we continually evaluate our accomplishments. His wallet contains memories of the past, and the eagle on the wallet symbolizes the awakening of higher vision toward loftier aspirations. The dog under the Fool's control is the subhuman forms of life that are elevated by the evolution of the consciousness. The white rose in the Fool's left hand indicates that his desire is pure or spiritual and untainted by lower desires and passions. The Fool here is the cosmic life force about to descend, inexperienced, into the world of manifestation. Astrological correspondence, Earth and Uranus. Since the master number 22 reduces to a 4, the Earth holds dominion in this vibration, coupled with Uranus, which is assigned to key 0, the Fool. Consciousness is a state of mind. The presence of Uranus here links the superconscious to the earthly power indicated by the 22 or 4. A blending of spiritual conscious awareness with the proper use and control of the world's material offerings, including the body itself, gives the perfect state of being. Once this has been achieved, the individual is no longer bound by earthly considerations, but merely uses them with reverence and respect. 2. The Wands. 23/5 as a personal number. Vibration. This number can lead you to honor, fame, and material gain. Your strength is in your material ideas. You exercise intelligence in your actions and wisdom in your control. With your quick, clever brain, you learn easily and retain what you have learned. You also have the courage and daring to enforce your ideas in the material world. You enjoy exercise. Physical agility maintains good circulation and increases the brain power. Therefore, your agile body and energetic mind make you a sure success. In addition, you possess healing abilities. You are gifted in speech and writing, and may be known as the monarch of ideas. Thus, a career in communications is possible. Researchers also come under 23 or 5. Because you are loyal and passionate, you enjoy a good marriage and children. Inheritances may come to you during your lifetime. You thrive on constant change and adventure. Learn to make each change a step in a constructive direction. You are sometimes headstrong and hasty. Learn to handle this fiery energy within and direct it accordingly. Your friendly, honest approach to others and your ambitious nature attract people in a position to aid your progress. Through your superiors, you will have opportunities to better yourself. This is a karmic reaction brought on by your willingness to help others. If you are a negative 23 or 5, strict adherence to principles can create a severe, patronizing personality. You become selfish and resort to outbursts of temper when life does not go your way. As a positive 23 or 5, you can look forward to a comfortable life, surrounded by a loving family, material comforts, and the honor and esteem of your peers. 23/5, as a temporary vibration, protection, contracts, travel. There are powerful protective forces around you now to guide you into safe ports. Follow the advice you receive from superiors or those in a position to know more about the subject in question than you do. Then your pursuits and goals will be successful. You could inherit money and material goods through settlement of an estate or legal proceedings. You may enter into new contracts which could alter your life, and such agreements may require quick decisions on your part. Marriage is one such contract that reacts favorably to this vibration. The changes now occurring may result in travel. It may be to fulfill the obligations of your agreements, or because good fortune has increased your finances and allowed you this extra pleasure. If others oppose your ideas, be careful not to allow the difference of opinion to degenerate into quarrels. A severe approach can alienate friends. Be truthful and helpful during this period. Your attitudes will be well rewarded through material gain, peace of mind, and contentment. Tarot symbolism, King of Wands. The seated figure looking at the world indicates a mental attitude of looking toward the future, possibly deciding to change his point of view. Decorated with lions, the background screen indicates that the fixed powers of the divine law are behind him, and he is aware they are his to use. Salamanders represent spirits living in the element fire and denote that the king is able to handle fire. He can control the fire of the self and nature. He is holding the live wand of spiritual power. Astrological correspondence. First Deacon Aries. The King of Wands presides over the first decan of Aries. A decan is a 10-degree division of the zodiacal wheel. Each of the 12 signs spans 30 degrees. This Mars-ruled decan combines to make this a strong driving force. You learn easily. You want to lead and be at the head of things. You have an abundance of ideas and aspire to improve existing conditions. You are ready to gain all the knowledge you can, and you enthusiastically grasp opportunities to progress intellectually as well as physically. Your creative and inventive ability may express itself in the direction of science or other mechanical pursuits. 24/6. As a personal number. Vibration. With your magnetic personality and powers of suggestion over other people, you can attract all the material comforts and nurturing relationships anyone could possibly desire. People with authority and people of influence are always anxious to see to your needs. The help you receive promotes your success. This is a fortunate love and family vibration. You are a good companion and helpmate, and you love your home, children, and nature. Pride, ambition, and a love of life make you a lively mate whose fulfillment comes through creating an abundant lifestyle where all things may be nurtured and grown. You may have many children whose religious, scholastic, and physical growth you will carefully promote. You are a stately individual, kind, generous, and patient. This number allows full expression of the harmony you seek with others. A desire for truth and justice sets you in a position where others see your sincerity and respect you for it. You are a success, socially and financially. You have sound business judgment and are practical with money. Visions, dreams, and ESP experiences bring you much insight and enhance your creative mind. You may also have clairvoyant experiences. If you are a negative 24 or 6, you may be jealous, unfaithful, and domineering to loved ones. You are stubborn, and when crossed, you can be revengeful. 24/6 as a temporary vibration. Family matters, gain, love. This is a highly favorable period in which all undertakings can terminate successfully. You gain financially with the help of people in authority or through members of the opposite sex. Your success can depend upon these very people. Now is the time to make plans. You may have flashes of insight on how to proceed in the future. 24 or 6 is a love vibration. Marriage and the birth of children are possible, and many matters concerning the family arise now. Your happiness depends on love. You are experiencing a period of harvest, the reaping of the seeds you have sown in the past. You may receive the respect of your peers for some efforts. Financially, you stand to gain from sound practical judgment in business dealings. Understand the feelings and emotions of other family members, and be available when they need your wise counseling. Be generous, helpful, and patient with those near you, and your efforts will be rewarded. Tarot symbolism, Queen of Wands. The Queen holds the wand of live power in her right hand. The sunflower, which always turns to face the sun, is in her left hand. The sunflower refers to the Leo decan of Aries. The black cat in front of her throne represents clairvoyant powers. The two lions on the backdrop and the carved lions on her throne again suggest Leo and also bring in key 8, strength. The triple peaks in the background depict attainment on 3 planes of consciousness. Astrological correspondence, second decan Aries. The Queen of Wands presides over the second decan of Aries, which is the Leo decan, presided over by the Sun. This decan gives a high-spirited and ambitious temperament. It is a fortunate number in that your generosity and magnanimity are rewarded in kind by those with whom you deal. You attract success and assistance because of your sunny, optimistic outlook. 25/7 as a personal number. Vibration. You are strongly intuitive and often have prophetic dreams. You may be clairvoyant as well. These are qualities you have developed by overcoming many obstacles. Your early years may have been difficult, and these trials may have helped you overcome instability. You had to awaken to the truths within and thereby acquire wisdom. What others see in you as intuition is merely a developed talent of observation and attention to details, which allows you to piece together the whole and arrive at conclusions much faster than others. If past experiences have not taught you to develop these qualities, then you should begin now. Otherwise, your impulsive nature can turn challenging situations into conflict. You have an alert, energetic mind, which always seeks new enterprises, ideas, and locations. You like nature and may prefer to live in the country rather than the city, perhaps near the water. Your adventurous disposition tends to make you more mobile than most, and you may often change your place of residence to fulfill this wanderlust. A pioneering spirit and a quest for knowledge bring out the fiery missionary zeal within you, and you become a spiritual crusader. Remain alert to various ways to overcome the obstacles you will meet and work hard to follow through with the job. Then you will achieve leadership in any business or enterprise you embrace. If you express the negative 25 or 7, it will cause conflict and a loss of energy. The job never gets done. Laxity and unfulfillment can then bring on cruelty. 25/7 as a temporary vibration. Change of residence, trials, health, success after difficulty. You may experience trials and difficulties now which will make you draw upon your energy reserves. Success can be yours, but it won't be handed to you. It comes after hard work and perseverance. During this period, use your mental energy positively and constructively. Visualize what you want, and keep the thought ever present in your mind. Hasty actions can cause conflicts. Sudden decisions may necessitate a change of residence, a trip, or some other kind of movement. Travel should be undertaken with care. The wise person does not stay at home, but travels cautiously. Annoying health conditions may arise and need attention. Sign all documents only after consulting an expert in the appropriate field. Then proceed, assured that your enterprises will be very successful, because you have taken into account all details and mitigating circumstances. Tarot symbolism, Knight of Wands. The knight is dressed in his suit of armor and is riding to the conquest. This indicates his burgeoning thoughts about a new enterprise and his desire to win. His crusade could be a search for the truth, because his weapon is the wand of divine power. The salamander symbol on his robe indicates his ability to handle the fiery energy. Astrological correspondence: Spring, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. The Knight of Wands presides over the spring season, from the time that the sun enters the sign Aries until it reaches the summer solstice at 0 degrees of the sign Cancer. The sun is exalted in Aries, and its power awakens new life as nature responds to its waning rays. Like nature, at this time of year, you gain strength through mastering obstacles. There can be difficulties as you struggle to meet the sun's promise, but you persevere through hard work. 26/8. As a personal number. Vibration. This is a karmic number. It designates a life in which you learn about the world around you through experience. Stressful situations eventually develop your self-confidence, at which time positive action brings prosperity and fulfillment. You have enthusiasm, courage, and a desire for power. The power will come when you have learned wisdom and developed strength through self-control. Your impulsiveness involves you in sudden love relationships. That same impulsiveness causes irritation in others, creating tense situations. You must learn self-control, patience, and endurance. You must be subservient to the laws of nature before you can master them. You are a gifted speaker who could become a lecturer, debater, or diplomat. Communication is vital because your wide-angle vision allows a view of the whole, while others are mired in the parts. Your ideas are looking for assimilation. Only through communication will your concepts find realization. Through interactions with others, you will learn to form enduring relationships, which will fortify your position in life. Your relationships are decidedly karmic and will be either destructive or supportive, depending on your past actions. You could excel in sports, especially running, sprinting, high jumps, skiing, gymnastics, etc. You most likely prefer outdoor sports, pursuits which involve the legs, coordination, and a sense of balance. 26/8 as a temporary vibration. Messages, marriage, gestation, karma. Expect some kind of message, tidings, or good news. Since this is a karmic period, you may meet a marriage prospect or someone who will figure importantly in your future. Many pregnant women are under this vibration, suggesting a karmic relationship between the child and parent or parents. This is a good time to develop your powers of expression. Take an elocution course, or learn a foreign language. Study a subject that will broaden your horizons and enhance your experience. 26 or 8 is a splendid financial vibration. However, use good judgment. Check out all the details before making investments or going into partnership or agreements. As a negative vibration, you may receive bad news of some kind. Partnerships or contracts may be broken and losses can occur, causing indecision. If positive, expect the very best. Beautiful relationships can be formed now, ensuring a lifetime of happiness and fulfillment. Tarot symbolism, Page of Wands. The standing youth seems to be taking the measure of his power. He feels his inner strength but has yet to test and prove it on the open plain before him. Though he wears the salamander robe of protection with confidence, he nevertheless mentally inspects the working of divine power in his wand. Astrological correspondence. Third decan Aries. The third decan of Aries brings in the Sagittarian co-rulership of Jupiter. You have an energetic nature and are fond of outdoor sports. Your benevolent, jovial, and expansive nature tends to bring worldly prosperity, giving you the power to control others. You maintain an attitude of self-confidence even under stress because of the Jupiterian vibrations present here. 27/9 as a personal number vibration. This is a number of great spiritual strength. The beginnings of a deep spiritual understanding endow you with insight and prescience. You should follow your own intuitions rather than allow yourself to be swayed by others. You are just and wise. You wish to maintain harmony and to help others mentally, physically, and spiritually. You have a fertile, creative mind and a love of beauty and art. Energetic, inventive ideas bring unusually successful results after many attempts and changes. Others seek you out because you always have an original approach to the solution of their problems. Your creativity extends to the physical plane. You will produce an abundant family. Civilizations are built upon the stuff of which you are made. All business enterprises will succeed beyond expectation with you at the helm. Your mental strength and positive attitude endow you with the power to act independently. You impress other people so that they are willing to follow you and implement your ideas. Your influence over others, coupled with an ability to lead, brings you wealth and comfort. If you are a negative 27 or 9, you are confused and indecisive, never knowing what path to take. You are also intolerant of the failing, or what you deem the failing, of others. You have a tremendous opportunity in this lifetime to develop your ideas in a tangible way. There is no question that your mental capabilities are great. Now, you must bring your ideas out of the realm of concepts and make them a reality. Create useful products that will benefit the world. 27/9 as a temporary vibration. Birth, marriage, start of new business. Things are growing, blossoming, and bearing fruit under this vibration. It is a fertile, promising period in your life. Relationships bloom and bring deeper understanding. Therefore, marriage and close partnerships are a probability here. If you have been planning to open a new business, patent an idea, have a showing, or present any kind of creative enterprise, now is the time to do so. This vibration brings together all the ingredients for a successful promotion. You will enlist the aid of others. They, in turn, will be more than happy to see that you receive what you need, because your positive attitude is infectious. This could very well be the beginning of your fortune. The events occurring now will ultimately bring the wealth, prosperity, and goals that you seek. A negative reaction could bring delays, postponed travels, the termination of an existing business, or generally unhappy feelings. By expressing a positive, expectant attitude, you can bring about the best side of this unusually excellent number vibration. You are off on a happy new adventure in many respects. A trip is possible, but if you do not travel physically, you are at least on a journey toward your innermost dreams. Tarot symbolism. Ace of Wands. The hand of God holds forth a living wand, a growing thing with green leaves. Some leaves fall to earth in the form of yads, the sparks of inspiration and creation. The wand dispenses life to all areas for all purposes. It is pure invention, waiting to be tapped by those who would use this spiritual power. Astrological correspondence. The element fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The aces of the tarot pack preside over the elements fire, earth, air, and water. The fiery element relating to the Ace of Wands indicates that you should follow your own intuition and not deviate from what you feel is right. You are inventive, creative, and inspired. You bring originality to everything you touch. Art and beauty, peace and justice are very much a part of you. 28/1 as a personal number. Vibration. If you use care and good judgment, there are great possibilities for your life. You are ambitious and progressive, willing to lead and take responsibility. You wish to improve existing conditions. Your positive, direct approach to life instills zest in every new enterprise you initiate. You are a person of action with the ability to see things as they really are, unclouded by preconceived ideas or thoughts. You have good judgment because you have a direct link with your source of knowledge and a perfect balance between your desires and your thoughts. You are a visionary with the ability to translate your dreams into tangible products. There is a vital, stimulating, resourceful quality in this number, always ready for action and pioneering ventures. With boldness and courage, you are the master of your fate, the sovereign of your world. Your talent for inspiring others, your balanced mind, kindness, and generosity create a karmic reaction which brings you success and satisfaction. You are attractive to the opposite sex. Money and good fortune are your payment for giving others your energy and material assistance. You may have an interest in scientific procedures. Negatively, a 28 or 1 can be reckless and daring. You should practice self-control to regain a balance. You can be proud, dominating, intolerant, and full of contradictions. Losses may result from poor judgment and misplaced trust in others. You probably work better if you do not work alone, and at this point, you may need to begin again, profiting by experience. Once you have determined your goal and learned to trust your intuition, you will be well on your way to a position of contentment and worldly influence. 28/1. As a temporary vibration. Contradictions, competition, surprise, unusual events. This period offers many opportunities that may result in a series of unusual or unexpected events. If you proceed with caution, your finances could improve and prosperity result. There is a competitive aspect here which suggests opposition. This could result in losses through partnerships, the law, or placing too much trust in others. Herein lies the contradictory nature of this number vibration. Land and property dealings can bring unexpectedly good profits or surprising losses, depending on your original motives and behavior. If you have been honest, ethical, and above board, you can expect the former. Be prepared for events that come up suddenly that will test your ability to judge fairly without becoming too emotional or too stem. Good judgment is essential in all transactions and agreements. If you obtain the facts and use them wisely, you can have very profitable relationships with your peers. Some people, believing that they have all the answers, resort to sudden rash behavior. The promising beginning now offered is then lost by this lack of judgment. The outcome of this period seems to rest solely in your hands. You have the reins. You can direct your energy down the primrose path or to the town dump. Tarot symbolism, Two of Wands. A man is holding the world in his hand, indicating unlimited opportunity for achievement in any line. He is dressed in the red robe of activity and desire. He is surrounded with live power shown by the two firmly planted living wands. He looks out over the water, signifying the recognition of subconscious powers. The garden in the background shows work that has been done in previous lives. The emblem of crossed lilies and roses shows that physical desire and spiritual unfoldment are blended harmoniously. Astrological correspondence. First Decan Aries. There is a vitalizing, stimulating, and resourceful quality in this division of the zodiac. You have courage and passion and are always ready for action and pioneering ventures. You are attractive to the opposite sex. You are emotional, generous, and affectionate. At the same time, you are proud and aggressive. You understand there are many ways to accomplish any goal, and this can sometimes create difficulty in decision-making. Therefore, you must learn patience and profit by past experiences. 29/11. As a personal number vibration. 29/11 is a master number, and as such requires more of you than the other number vibrations. Read number 11 and number 2, as you may fluctuate between these two basic energies. This is a testing incarnation in which the strengths you have established in the past must now be put to a commercial use. You are a novice in the business world that now beckons, yet you have all the tools necessary to operate a successful enterprise. The word wisdom vibrates to 29 or 11, as does the word light. The positive side of the vibration endows you with the vision and foresight necessary to look beyond the ordinary world and see the uses for your many talents. You are then able to achieve wealth and success in the business world. Other business people are willing to help you achieve your goals, and you can enter a profitable financial partnership. Just as light is physically unstable and fluctuating, this number indicates uncertainty, indecision, and anxiety. This energy can draw you to unreliable friends and contracts which become testing situations. Pride, arrogance, and stubbornness sometimes prevent you from admitting your error. However, once fears are overcome and barriers lifted, you look back into your pool of knowledge and establish again a position of strength and stability. You are definitely an individualist. You have vitality and a generous nature. You must learn the fine art of cooperation, since you like to have the last word. Learn to make up your mind and stick to it. When you are able to persevere in your goals, you will, after some struggle, attain your hopes and dreams. 29/11. As a temporary vibration. Learning period, commercial opportunities, help offered. This is a master number period. It requires more effort from you, but promises greater rewards. Be alert, keep your eyes open, and watch for opportunities that come your way. Use good judgment and insight in evaluating the offers that are presented to you. Do not overlook or ignore any possibilities. Learn to see the advantages at hand and grasp them. Business ventures and commercial openings offer a new approach to life. A partnership may be part of an agreement. Be open to new ideas and willing to accept the help that reputable business people extend to you. A negative 29 or 11 brings uncertainties and fears. Friends prove unreliable and disappointments set in. There is trouble making decisions. Offers of help should be looked at carefully. You can use this period to tune in to your true inner powers, bring them out into the light and test them in the world of form. See what your talents are worth by putting them to practical use. If this is done wisely, you stand to profit from such endeavors. Your peers may recognize your efforts by bestowing some honor upon you. Tarot symbolism. 3 of Wands. The wands stand for spiritual power. The figure is facing away from the power. He should reverse his thought and make the power available. The background is barren, showing that much cultivation is needed. His attitude is introspective to the extent that he is unaware of the advantage at hand, yet he keeps firm hold of one wand as security. The ships at sea stand for safe voyage, and water, as always, means subconscious reflection and receptivity. Astrological correspondence, 2nd Decan Aries. This is the ambitious area of the zodiac, with great drive toward your chosen goal. There is an eagerness and enthusiasm about you that affects others. You emanate a joyous vibration which spreads over people who come within your sphere of influence. This ability assures you a welcome wherever you go. You can be the life of the party in your particular circle. Your attitude could be described as regal. Take care of this cosmic gift and use it carefully. If you allow it to turn to pride and egotism, failure, rather than success, will cause eventual regret. Hold to your highest ideals and enjoy the reward of virtue. 30/3, as a personal number vibration. As in all numbers containing the 0, the God power is behind the expression of the first digit. You seek perfection and strive for security. This is an excellent number for handling large assignments because your mind is orderly and systematic. You could be an excellent lawyer or judge because you love system and respect conventional living. You are extremely versatile and clever and could easily excel in science. You have the skill to be a physician or surgeon. You are skillful in the arts as well. You love the theater, plays, writing, music, children, and animals. All things that bring enjoyment and fulfillment appeal to you. The rich rewards, material comforts, and loving pleasures of a happy home are yours. Because you have material goods in abundance, you may be indifferent to them and turn to religious or philosophical interests. You are idealistic and have an interest in higher consciousness and prophecy. Your sex appeal is a great asset as well as a subtle danger, unless handled with a practical mind. You easily occupy the center of the stage because you are charming and agreeable. You will have the abundance that life has to offer, and thus the freedom to explore and express the very best within you. You can shine as brilliantly as the brightest star in the heavens and sprinkle a little sparkle into the lives of many people. 30/3, as a temporary vibration. Work completed, celebration, romance, happy home. The projects that you have been working on reach their fullest expression in this period. If the work has been done well, the rewards will come now in abundance. It is a time for feasting and celebration, a time that has been long awaited. Your fondest hopes and dreams can now be fulfilled. These energies are also concerned with the home and domestic relationships. If a romance is in the wind, it will blossom. Marriage will bring happiness, fulfillment, and fertility. Your mind is active. You are clever and capable of wide vision. If you have an artistic bent, the vibrations you are now experiencing will enhance anything you create. An interest in philosophical or metaphysical disciplines will also spark the fires of expression. And if you practice these mind-stimulating arts, you will improve your ability to communicate more effectively. Your mind is in a superior state. The negative side of 30 or the 3rd of May bring a delay or a diminishing of the qualities described above. However, even at its worst, this number seems to offer only good. Great joy, harmony, and peace are yours. plus love, romance, and the rewards of work well done. Tarot symbolism. Four of Wands. The planted living wands show perfected work. Things have come to fruition. The red-roofed towers show desires realized. The two figures denote the union of two minds. And the garland of flowers and fruits is raised high on the wands, meaning prize work accomplished and hung aloft in triumph. Astrological correspondence. Third decan Aries. Advantage always accrues in the third decan, for there is the essence of the combined planetary rulers of the fire trinity. You desire quality in the things you do, buy, or collect. Your work or profession will be chosen with the best aim and desire to succeed. A charming personality is one of your cosmic gifts at birth, giving you the magnetism which attracts the opposite sex. This is an asset as well as a danger, according to how you handle yourself. Remember to follow the law of right and justice while creating beauty and harmony in your life. Your potential for success is best expressed by following a conventional course in life. Travel and the study of philosophy are possible outlets for your energy. 31/4. As a personal number. Vibration. You are a natural fighter. You fight for what you want and what you believe in. You are independent and proud and will work hard to prove your point. This intense competitive spirit often results in strife by arousing competitiveness in others. A rash scattering of energies can deplete your impact, so you must organize and direct your actions efficiently. You have determination, energy, and patience. If you learn to be practical, you will be rewarded through business and financial success. You have potential for achievement, and when you learn cooperation and direction, you will accomplish a great deal. You could establish an industry based on knowledge gained through diligent research. You radiate love freely and powerfully. Your loving nature illuminates the lives of others. You are generous and will surmount all difficulties because you have a positive attitude. You see each obstacle as an opportunity to prove your mettle. If you are a negative 31 or 4, you remain disorganized and live a life of struggle, dispute, difficulties, and material lack. You are nervous and high-strung and must learn to adjust harmoniously to others. Legal complications can arise through your rash behavior and pompous attitude. You see the battle of life as a place where you can balance and express your strength by overcoming all obstacles. Your ambition urges you on to achievement, and you eventually reach the top of the mountain, where the exhilarating satisfaction you feel can be experienced only by one who has made the arduous climb. Success is yours. 31/4. As a temporary vibration. Competition, obstacles, legal dealings, settlements. You must learn to adjust to others now. Your energy is at a peak. A great deal can be accomplished if you direct those energies. Otherwise, your vitality may be misplaced and cause difficulties and dissension with others. A quarrelsome nature will cause isolation and loneliness. Positive action will open new opportunities and bring about changes for the better in business and financial speculation. Success, as long as you don't allow disorganization and dissipation of your precious energy. Legal matters may need attention, and long-pending lawsuits will be settled under this vibration. Contracts and legal agreements should be approached in a calm and orderly manner. Cooperation, practicality, and honesty are essential, so do not allow pride and extravagance to spoil the favorable outcome of these dealings. Your finances can improve now if you join with others in an honest, mutual effort to bring about tangible results. Tarot symbolism. 5 of Wands. 5 youths are shown wielding their wands in a way that expresses imbalance. This could be called the battle of life, in which each one is trying to do something in his own way. If cooperation were the rule, and if they joined forces, they could accomplish a great deal. This shows mental restlessness and lack of serenity. The desirability of regaining balance is the lesson depicted in this key. Astrological correspondence. First decan Leo. This area of the zodiac indicates a strong will. You have determination and the ability to exert influence for what you believe is right. You are loyal and sincere, and while you desire harmony, you want to achieve it by bending others to your will and ways of action. You are dramatic and could follow a career in the theater, movies, or television. You are endowed with a good memory and good vitality. You are forceful and resolute in all you do. 32/5 as a personal number. Vibration. 32 or 5 is the magical number ruling people and nations. It gives protection, and such words as America, Christ, glory, power, and circle vibrate to it. You who are under the influence of this number are called the heralds of light. You have the knowledge and are commissioned to send it forth. You are a warrior for the right, with a developed sense of duty and responsibility. You bring a message of good tidings for the future. This is a number demanding action. You must be patient, determined, and persistent in getting ahead. Your goals must be high. You must be mentally responsible and rely on your intuition. You have the ability to master speech and foreign languages to aid you in communication. You must use your good judgment and not allow yourself to be swayed by others. Many friends will help you, and socially and in business you will succeed. With persistence, you will be victorious, and the pleasures you have sought will be yours. If you are a negative 32 or 5, you allow a haughty, proud nature to turn would-be friends into enemies who are eventually victorious over you. Your sense of superiority irritates others. This usually happens when you have attained a position of authority and feel guilty because you have not lived up to your potential. The rewards this number has to offer are delayed until you have learned the proper use of your energies. You have a charming personality, which gives you confidence. Your dominant qualities make you a leader and take you into positions of authority. You are attracted to government work and could become a leader in government policy and lawmaking. You have a great sense of personal power and desire to see justice done in your life work. The laurels of victory are yours if you remain untainted by ego. You will gain satisfaction only if you know how closely allied you are to the source which sent the power through you. Self-confidence is an asset in your career, especially if this is your outer personality or life lesson number. 32/5, as a temporary vibration. Good news, humor, rewards, victory. You are experiencing a very favorable period in which you may receive good news. You reach the high goals for which you have been striving, and the recognition and honor that goes with them are now yours. You can enjoy the pleasures earned from your industrial efforts. Difficult situations are overcome and disputes are settled, and you come out on top. Settlements are made in your favor. Friends are very helpful during this period, and you can rely upon them for whatever you need, socially or in business. Your persuasive talents are pronounced, and you can easily sway others to your way of thinking. The messages you bring now can be extremely effective in counseling others or in just plain good advice. Do not allow pride in your accomplishments to make you overbearing, thus alienating potential and existing friends. Your pride can overturn all the good, then enemies gain the upper hand. This can cause delays in obtaining your goals. Develop a spiritual philosophy based on the awareness that your present power has come from the source and is only working through you. Enjoy the satisfaction of knowing you were able to open yourself as a channel for that source to work through, but don't mistake yourself as the source of power. This realization brings greater joy and satisfaction than the mistaken idea of the self as controller. Tarot symbolism. 6 of Wands. A horseman crowned with laurel and bearing a laurel wreath on his wand is riding horseback triumphantly, while footmen with wands walk by his side. This is a typical picture of victory. The inner meaning is mastery over the animal nature and controlled spiritual energy. He is a warrior for right, duty, and responsibility. Astrological correspondence. 2nd Decan Leo. This is a fortunate area of the zodiac, very progressive and expansive. It is a sort of peak period in the solar year. You have a religious or philosophical outlook, and you respect the conventions of the culture in which you live. You may be tempted to speculate in the stock market or gamble in other ways. If done without greed, these activities could turn out very well. You may experience vivid dreams, which you should make note of, for they could very well become a way to receive cosmic guidance. 33/6 as a personal number. Vibration. 33 is the third master number. It is considered an upper octave of Venus, a love vibration raised to the highest level. Compassion. It is called the Christ vibration because the title Savior reduces to 33. If lived to its ideal, this number will not be lowered to its base number 6. But if the individual cannot meet the standard, it may be lived as a 6 vibration. It requires self-sacrifice and sometimes martyrdom. You are a teacher of teachers. You are required to spread your light, and you must be willing to sacrifice for others or for your ideals. You are responsible for some special task. You have accepted this mission with conviction and an unfaltering steadfastness. With your courage and tireless energy, you inspire others to follow your leadership. You show bravery in difficult situations and maintain your position regardless of consequences. You accept the burdens placed upon you with patience and forbearance, without expectation of reward or even appreciation. You may experience a crucifixion in emotions. You are honest, self-disciplined, discriminating, and law-abiding. You are also extremely versatile, creative, resourceful, and imaginative. You appreciate art and beauty. Crowds disturb you. Therefore, you prefer the country where you can get away from noise and turmoil. If you are not living up to the high potential of the 33, you may carry on as a 6, in which case domestic considerations take precedence. If you are a negative 33/6, you are emotionally unstable and will sacrifice yourself for any cause, even though it be unworthy. You become a doormat for others. You are anxious, fearful, and indecisive. Your false bravado immediately crumbles when you are aggressively attacked. Much responsibility comes into your life for which you get no appreciation. You are incarnated for a special purpose and may be unhappy or frustrated if your particular mission is not found. You are a reformer and have a strong desire to make the world a better place in which to live. 33/6 as a temporary vibration. Responsibility, self-sacrifice, courage. You have entered a period in which you should maintain faith in your inner abilities. You have been given the opportunity to use your energies to help others alleviate their problems. They will seek you out and ask for assistance. You must use discrimination in selecting those tasks which require your energy. Compassion for others may be given freely. However, sacrifice for its own sake is self-defeating and wasteful if not applied to the most urgent causes. Responsibilities will require your attention. Your home or people in the family may need your assistance, and older people might seek your shoulder to cry on. Accept your responsibilities with a loving heart, and have faith and courage in the good service you are performing. The energy and strength you need will be available. Adhere to your principles in the face of all opposition, and the law of karma, as always, will repay in equal measure. Special situations will open your eyes and allow you to see into yourself, and perhaps present a purpose for your existence, a clue as to what direction your life should take. Tarot symbolism, 7 of Wands. 6 wands are already planted, which means that 6 senses, the 6th being intuition, are developed, and the 7th, the ability to leave the body at will, is being planted or developed. The figure represents a person who is willing to work hard without thought of self, for he is dressed simply and works on a barren hilltop. He cares little for the luxuries of the world. He is interested only in higher development. Self-sacrifice and determination to give service to others are his goals. Sometimes this is a martyr's card. Astrological correspondence. 3rd Decan Leo. There is the power of the world beater in this area of the zodiac, but the problem is best expressed in the old proverb. He who would conquer the world must first conquer himself. The fiery power of this decan, the total power of the fire trinity, may have enough impetus to propel you to extremes. You need to develop steady but progressive attitudes in making your way in the world. You have a strong pioneer spirit and innate leadership qualities. You are tireless and can inspire others to work with you for worthwhile goals. 34/7 as a personal number. Vibration. This number rules orderly growth and development. It is connected with the hidden mysteries of life. You can integrate the material, mental, and spiritual worlds, and bring about a systematic approach to your evolution. You are practical and conventional, seldom overstepping the bounds of formal behavior. You stick to the facts as you see them. You are trustworthy, honest, and patient, with a keen intelligence and discriminating mind. People can depend on you for straight-from-the-shoulder answers to their questions and sound advice for solving their problems. Your wisdom makes you a person who is much sought after. You are philosophical and introspective, with strongly religious leanings. These inclinations to the spiritual aspects of life, coupled with an open mind, make you very intuitive. Your mind travels freely without obstruction, and you dislike any restrictive discipline. Journeys will carry you to many places during your lifetime. You will experience all modes of travel, but flying is probably preferred. Since you are articulate, lecturing and writing are good outlets. As expressive as you are, you have learned to be discreet, and you can be trusted in all things. You have a determined approach to life, and seek your goals with a hopeful, expectant attitude. You embrace patience because you understand that progress takes time. If you are a negative 34 or 7, you are impatient, impulsive, and reckless. You are selfish and not above using your keen mind to outwit an opponent. At times, you may resort to violence to attain your goals. 34/7 as a temporary vibration, haste, messages, settlements. Pursuits are approaching completion, and your rewards are in direct ratio to the efforts expended. Stagnant conditions are stirred up, and final settlements are made. This is an active, hopeful period in which you rapidly advance toward your goals. You may receive communications of all kinds, and these messages propel you onward. Your messages are dashed off in return. Romance is emphasized now, and messages of love fill the air. A negative reaction brings about disputes, legal difficulties, and delays. Business and love relationships can stagnate. Quarrels and domestic problems arise, sometimes because of jealousy or rash behavior. It requires extra effort on your part to bring about a settlement. Travel, perhaps by air, is very likely in order to bring affairs to a successful conclusion. This period sets the wheels in motion. Your affairs are obviously progressing, and you can see that time brings all things to their designated completion. Tarot symbolism: 8 of Wands. 8 live forces move swiftly through the air, unobstructed over open country. All follow the same direction, pointing east toward the light, and aim toward the earth and water. The lower wand is actually touching earth and water, to show the blending of the 3 parts of mind and the 4 elements. It depicts the integration of the above with the below. The significance of this key is orderly growth, with much cosmic help. Astrological correspondence. 1st Decan Sagittarius. You love outdoor exercise, walking, swimming, horseback riding, and most games and sports. You also have a high regard for the spiritual side of life and believe that nature has a lot to offer. You have a hopeful and enthusiastic outlook on life, and you believe in right and justice. You are clever, quick-witted, and humorous, while possessing a level-headed practicality that keeps you in balance with the times. Wisdom is one of your virtues. You are frank in speech, often blunt, but people know where you stand, which is admirable. You like to aim your arrow toward the stars and gain results quickly. 35/8 as a personal number. Vibration. This is called the inheritance 8 because its bearer usually inherits money, power, or position, and sometimes all 3. You have an individualistic, forceful mind, a tremendous vitality, and a sense of what the public needs and how to supply it. Therefore, you make a good executive, business person, teacher, or researcher. You work and play hard because you enjoy strenuous activity. You have a great deal of personal charm and are attractive to both sexes. You have many interests and could succeed in any number of professions. You are friendly, helpful, and considerate. Emotional balance is important for you. You need stability to control your dynamic energy and achieve success. Travel is one outlet for your tremendous vitality because it satisfies your need for freedom and action. You may meet opposition during your lifetime. However, you are prepared. Inner strength and power and a healthy body give you the tools to defend your position. Through dedication and consistent force, you are eventually victorious. The negative 35 or 8 produces doubt, unreasonableness, and unbending judgments. You become self-indulgent and undisciplined, which brings on weakness, ill health, and many bitter emotional experiences. However, with your vision and foresight, you have the opportunity to be a leader who is able to supply both mind and body. 35/8 as a temporary vibration, preparedness, strength, inheritance, recognition, business. This is a period when almost anything can happen. You should be prepared for whatever comes. The demand is toward more responsibility and discipline. You will need to use your stored energy source. You may be promoted and therefore have to withstand more pressure and more work. The honors bestowed now reflect past efforts. This is a money vibration, and job advancement usually means an increase in salary. However, inheritances also come under a 35/8, so this is another source of money. The pressures of this period will affect your health only if you work and worry too much. Allow sufficient time for rest, follow careful eating habits, and relegate the demands of the material world to their proper place. Your health can improve through the exciting demands placed upon you. You will never feel more alive. So use the tremendous vitality this period has to offer. Get the job done, whatever the job happens to be. Tarot symbolism, 9 of Wands. 8 firmly planted wands make a fence between the figure and the outer world. The 9th wand is held in readiness for use if necessary. This is a picture of strength and latent power, both physical and spiritual. It implies inherited strength for work well done in the past. Astrological correspondence. 2nd Decan Sagittarius. A strong independence is inherent in your nature. You are a bit impulsive and forceful. You like to be at the head of things, and you have the executive ability to back up that desire. You must not let overconfidence lead you to take on more responsibility than is comfortable. Keep your nervous energy in check and control your desire for too much expansion. You can usually find your way out of a jam, but it would be better to take the middle road and accept the simple laws of personal discipline. 36/9 as a personal number. Vibration. You are a determined person who perseveres until all obstacles are overcome. You may be called upon to carry a heavy burden of some kind during your life, but you have the ability to face this sort of circumstance while proceeding ever onward toward your goal. Energy and common sense are part of your makeup. Therefore, you preserve what resources you have. Your dependability, persistence, and intensity lead you to a position of power and authority. You have a natural executive ability. You are trustworthy and can inspire and direct others. You see things from a broad viewpoint. Large and important enterprises are exciting, and you are not afraid to tackle them, for you do not fear responsibility. Your strength is expressed in kindness. You are a believer in justice tempered by mercy. Sympathy for others increases your loving nature and blankets your life with good influences which lighten any loads you must carry. Your quick intuition and inspired nature allow you to see into the future. This, combined with your inventive mind, creates the ability to discover. Your discovery should be directed toward the uplifting of others. By performing service, you find the Holy Grail, or the Christ, within your innermost being, where all ideals await manifestation. You are sometimes described as the salt of the earth, and you must be careful that your earthiness does not bring on waste and selfishness and impose additional burdens on you. A negative 36 or 9 is easily upset and has continual ups and downs. 36/9 as a temporary vibration. Obstacles, intuition, invention, leadership. This vibration may temporarily place some burden on you. However, persevere with relentless determination. Remain intent upon your goal and have confidence that it will soon be reached. All problems will then be solved. Have joy in the prospect of this completion. You are now endowed with great strength, intuition, vision, and optimism. This can aid you in working creatively, finding solutions in research, and completing projects in progress. If you wisely use these energies, you need not suffer any emotional difficulties. The separations, endings, and apparent losses in this vibration are necessary to free you for the new cycle you are about to enter. Problems may have to be settled legally during this time. By projecting optimism and honesty, a favorable outcome is assured. Any losses occurring now involve only those things that you do not need. Upon closer scrutiny, you will find that this is true. Tarot symbolism, 10 of Wands. This key represents the binding of one's forces to preserve and protect them. Spiritual forces, if used as a spiritual fence between the individual and the affairs of earth, serve to blind one and lead to an attempt to escape from the discipline of matter before its lessons are learned. Thus, it is not advancement, but rather represents arrested development. The lesson of this key is to guard against the repression of energy and force and use it instead for invention and upliftment. Astrological correspondence. Third decan Sagittarius. The ultimate decan of the fire sign sometimes brings emotions to extremes. You are impetuous and need to control your feelings when dealing with others, as they may not understand your personality. You must be careful not to be a plunger, dipping quickly into things without careful thought. You could, however, develop the ability to preserve your assets and become fortunate in speculative ventures. Your compassionate nature can be awakened so that a philosophic and prophetic nature comes to the surface, which could prove to be very beneficial for yourself and others. 3. The Cups. 37/1. As a personal number vibration, you are a mature, reserved individual whose calm exterior belies your desire to rule. You aspire to prominence, to be in a leadership position in which your inherent expansive and emotional nature can be expressed. Your friendly, kind, and generous qualities promote goodwill among your followers. A slight militancy emerges into a dedicated defense when you feel the institution of the home and family is under attack, either physically or intellectually. Although some 37s or 1s remain unmarried, they nevertheless value a home as a secure base for future happiness. The life partner you choose will be a great help toward your success, and together you will create peace and pleasant fellowship. Business and religion are equally attractive to you. You are just as able to apply your nurturing and expansive philosophy to investments and international banking affairs as you are to the spiritual problems of others. Travel and overseas projects intrigue you, and you could be attracted to some sort of foreign service as an ambassador or agent. Your talents and devotion bring you the position and emotional security you need. You then share your blessings with others. If you are a negative 37 or 1, you have a calm exterior, which conceals a dishonest, perhaps violent nature. You use all forms of trickery to gain your ends. 37/1 as a temporary vibration. Friendships, partnerships, love, family. During this calm, happy period, a friendship with an influential person can help you to achieve the results you desire. This help may come through your mate or through an existing relationship. You will feel drawn to your family, ready to protect and defend them against any adversity. A slightly militant attitude arises when you feel they are threatened. The love vibration is strong, and if you are looking for a mate, you could very possibly find a suitable candidate. This is a fortunate vibration for making plans with the opposite sex. You may be attracted to philosophy, science, and the arts. Religious and spiritual subjects also interest you, and your creative talents find expression in these fields. Business prospers and you benefit financially. Pursuits during this time may require travel, possibly over long distances. Tarot symbolism, King of Cups. The king carries both the scepter of power and the upright cup of controlled emotion. His throne, floating on water, represents the idea that his subconscious sustains him. The leaping fish on one side and the fish on the chain around his neck show his involvement in spiritual matters. The ship depicts his involvement in the world of commerce. He is the Lord of wisdom and commerce because of his wise use of emotions. Astrological correspondence. First decan Cancer. This decan is ruled by the moon. You are mild, reserved, and home-loving. The life partner you choose will be a great help toward your success. You aspire to prominence and could be attracted to some position in foreign service, such as ambassador or agent. Travel interests you. Friendships, love, and partnerships are part of your lifestyle. 38/11, as a personal number vibration. This is a powerful master number both spiritually and materially, as this vibration carries the gift of vision. You have achieved a perfect blend of the conscious and subconscious, which grants you a rapport with spiritual things. You are poetic and imaginative and can see things that are hidden from most other people. Through dreams and visions, you see the goals you desire. You can act upon them and bring them into reality. You have an intense, powerful spirituality with the visionary qualities of an avatar. The security and material advantages of the world are yours. Love, success, and a happy marriage blend to create the harmony you so desire, thus allotting you the leisure time in which to further pursue and develop your dreams and psychic faculties. You are a good parent dedicated to your home and family. You receive much joy from them, and you take pride in their accomplishments and energetically back them in all their endeavors. Through your thoughtful interest, you become an influence in the lives of others. People are affected not so much by what you say as by the example you set. Your life is a pattern they wish to emulate. Abuse of these beautiful energies through the extravagant use of your material wealth causes problems. Deception can degenerate into immorality, at which point discord disrupts the harmony of the home and business world. You know that true happiness comes from service to others. Material donations are not enough. You have to develop the gifts of the spirit as well. You should engage in charity work or contribute to and participate in educational programs. 38/11 as a temporary vibration. Love, marriage, dreams, visions, rewards. This is a master number period which demands a great deal from you but promises even greater rewards. Your cup runs over. Many advantages come your way, and your fondest desires. People in high positions not only offer you assistance but may bestow some sort of recognition upon you. If romance has been lacking, this vibration should very nicely fill that void. The love you encounter now is deep and abiding and can develop into marriage. Existing relationships are enhanced, and family members are drawn closer. Your dreams bring messages from your subconscious. You are tuned in to secret areas of your being that are usually closed off. A powerful spiritual force is present, moving in your life to awaken a deeper part of you. This is a time to give not only of your material wealth, but also of your time, talents, and compassion, the gifts that have the only true lasting value. Metaphysical disciplines should be learned and practiced now, so that you can adequately contact your higher sources. So much of value will be found that the material benefits of this lucrative period will wane beside the glitter of the gifts of the soul. Tarot symbolism, Queen of Cups. The Queen holds the ornate cup of vision and sees in it the events in the sphere of the zodiac. Therefore, the cup portrays the divine gift of reflective clairvoyance. She wears a red and blue robe that blends the conscious and subconscious minds. The cherubs on the throne represent the guardianship of the divine beings who protect and guide her. Astrological correspondence. Second Decan Cancer. Scorpio and Pluto are underlying influences in the second Decan of Cancer. You are proud, reserved, and introspective. Your perception makes you a visionary, and you tend toward spirituality. The 3, the number of Jupiter, and the 8, the number of Saturn, act in combination as if the planets were conjunct. This aspect is found in the charts of holy leaders and sages. 39/3, as a personal number vibration. You have selected a life of service to others. You offer affection, love, and sympathy in order to help make the world a better place in which to live. You are a crusader who wants to feel that the world has benefited because of your sojourn in it. You are idealistic and philosophical. You desire justice, and you will make a vigorous stand for your beliefs. No obstacle can deter you from finishing a project once you have begun. A gentle, poetic nature makes you a romantic. You dream beautiful, unhurried dreams that inspire you to enlarge the scope of your life. Your imagination dovetails nicely with a keen intellect. Together, they achieve an expansiveness that inspires others. You will live a long and healthy life, in peace and contentment, surrounded by friends and loved ones. The love you give is returned abundantly, which fills your cup even fuller, until the love must spill over into the lives of those who are in need. You exemplify the saying, "Love wasn't put in your heart to stay. Love isn't love until you give it away." Each time you give, you are rewarded tenfold. Thus, your life is ever enriched. You will communicate this love to all you contact. If you are a negative 39 or 3, you live a sensual life, indulging your every need. You are lazy and sometimes insensitive to the suffering of others. 39/3. As a temporary vibration. Love, propositions, vacations. Thoughts of love dominate this period. You feel warm and friendly, and you desire to share these feelings with others. Therefore, you draw people to you. Friendships develop, one of which may deepen into a bond of love. Messages and invitations of various kinds are possible. People seek you out, wishing to join you in a goodwill project. You may be offered a partnership or proposition. This is a leisure time. Your unhurried attitude and general good feeling may prompt you to take a vacation or get away to a quiet spot that matches your contemplative mood. Faraway places lure you, and you should heed the call. Relaxation, love, and affection are the goals of this romantic period. A negative reaction brings contracts and propositions that should be looked into. There can be fraud and deceit. Any delays here are for the best. Do something good for someone else now. Every effort on your part will be fully rewarded under this delightful vibration. Tarot symbolism. Knight of Cups. Both knight and horse are gentle and unhurried. The knight approaches calmly with a cup of affection held out as an offering to humanity. His robe is decorated with the divine fish symbol. The stream, running serenely through the valley, depicts the knight's calm, emotional attitude. The entire picture is one of peace and contentment. Astrological correspondence. Summer, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Love dominates this period. Summer is a warm time of year when leisure or vacations promote affection and love. Cancer imbues you with a sympathetic and loving nature. Leo bestows powers of leadership and high goals, and Virgo demands service to the world. All these qualities combine to create an idealistic crusader. 40/4, as a personal number. Vibration. You are an honorable and confident individual. You have developed an orderly lifestyle. You are methodical and careful with money and know how to invest wisely. You believe in a square deal, and you want the same in return. These talents have ensured your material well-being. Through research and study, you build firm foundations for your projects. As a result, you are usually successful in business. Mathematical talents lead to a gift for statistical analysis. You have learned to deal wisely with people and are considerate of their needs. Your quiet, receptive nature is influenced by the feelings of those around you. Your studiousness and meditative nature find a natural channel in the study of literature. You are a peacemaker, and you handle emotions well. Love and passion have evolved into love and compassion for others. You are sure of the eternal life. Since you have the God symbol 0, backing the 4 and 40, protection is assured. Inner guidance is always available. If you are a negative 40 or 4, you see only difficulties and obstacles in your life. This creates confusion and disorder. You squander your money chasing elusive goals and build your castle upon sand. If you maintain an orderly and secure existence, you will create a sound base from which to draw the strength to pursue realistic goals. Then you leave lasting values and substance in this world. 40/4, as a temporary vibration. Finances, building, birth. This is a good planning period. New techniques can be implemented now. Building a business, a house, or both are possible ventures. You are advised to use caution in all financial dealings. Handle your money wisely. Whatever you plan can be successful if you invest wisely. Set up a budget and put your affairs in order. This period will require a systematic existence. Only then will your subconscious carry out the plans you have devised. Messages of all kinds are forthcoming. The birth of a child, the beginning of a business enterprise, or a new lifestyle may be announced. These affairs all require that old habits be left behind. Therefore, breaks and separations are a necessary part of this cycle. Be discriminating about those in whom you place your confidence. Obstacles may present themselves. However, the solution to these problems will uncover past procedures that impeded your progress. With this knowledge, you realize that the obstacles are in reality a blessing. Tarot symbolism. Page of Cups. This quiet figure is beautifully dressed in the lotus-decorated costume of red and blue, which indicates that the conscious and subconscious mind have made the wearer sure of eternal life. The lotus is a self-renewing plant, which contains both male and female elements. The page's cup contains the fish, symbol of the divine. Therefore, love and passion have turned to love and compassion for humanity. Astrological correspondence. Third decan Cancer. The Piscean influence which underlies this decan of Cancer gives you literary ability. You are usually successful in business because your intuition and practical good sense make you a keen investor. You are gifted in making statistical judgments, careful in matters of finance, and honest in business dealings. You are influenced by the feelings around you and prefer a peaceful, orderly environment in which to live. 41/5 as a personal number. Vibration. You are offered all the pleasures of the world in abundance. This number carries divine help and protection. You are extremely versatile because you are able to reflect upon the inspirations you receive. Through spiritual nourishment, you translate concepts into reality. You create form where only ideas existed. You are thus able to enjoy all the material benefits the world has to offer because truly your cup runneth over. You radiate love, faith, and enthusiasm. You show courage when things go wrong. You can tackle anything, and usually do, with considerable success. Inspiration and energy combine for speedy and satisfactory results. You are a pioneer. You enjoy change, but desire practical and useful results. Love, happiness, and productivity follow you. Since you enjoy many of the pleasures of material living, you must control a tendency to indulge your senses. A pleasure-seeking personality can result, and your abundant creative faculties are diffused in sensual pursuits. Your creativity extends to the family, and you can produce many children. You will provide them with a loving, comfortable home. By applying your talents toward useful goals, you can achieve all the material wealth and comforts anyone could possibly desire. You can also create a loving atmosphere from which others can draw inspiration and nourishment. 41/5 as a temporary vibration. Love, abundance, fertility, change, joy, and contentment fill your life now. The abundant rewards of past efforts are available, and you radiate happiness and confidence. You enjoy the beauty and pleasure surrounding you and feel good about yourself as a person. Creative forces are at work here, producing not only material goods, but relationships as well. The love of your life may appear, or existing ties may be deepened. The birth of children brings happiness and reinforces your belief in the goodness of life. Conditions are changing. New opportunities will alter many habits and situations. Take your time making decisions because impulsiveness can overturn all the good effects of this period. Hasty moves in business can bring losses. Love relationships may falter if the selfish appetites of one party are indulged at the expense of the other. Use the creative and potentially fulfilling vibrations of this cycle wisely, and you can expect your wildest dreams to come true. Tarot symbolism. Ace of Cups. A white dove, symbolic of peace, truth, and the Holy Spirit, drops the seal of Jehovah into the cup. The 5 streams of water emanating from the cup represent the 5 senses overflowing into a lotus-filled pool. When we give our sensitivities and emotions, we create an unending supply of love. The cup is held by the guardian angel, or the hand of God, from which cosmic inspiration flows. Falling drops of water take on the form of yods, the divine power. Astrological correspondence, the element water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All the qualities of the water signs are built into this vibration. You have the loving, protective nature of Cancer, the deep, creative understanding of Scorpio, and the sensitive, reflective qualities of Pisces. You have courage when things go wrong. Your inspiration comes through receptivity and reflection. 42/6 as a personal number vibration. You have a friendly, cooperative nature. Your desire to help others and your complete dedication to peace and understanding equip you well for the ministry. Professional work along artistic lines is your forte as well. You would be a fine singer. You have a creative imagination and a strong leaning toward the mystical. You should make an effort to train your intuition along practical lines. You need an outlet for your inner urges and a means to exercise your imagination. You could find it through writing stories. Children's stories might appeal to your sensitive nature. You see beauty everywhere and should express it in a tangible way for others to enjoy. Your personal charm and your pleasure-loving, generous nature draw others to you. You intuitively realize their needs and work to create a happy atmosphere wherever you are. You need the sociability of friends and would not be happy living alone. Since you are hospitable and repay kindness with kindness, there is little danger that you will have a solitary life. However, those who try to fulfill their own selfish needs will, under this vibration, feel lonely and misunderstood. Home and personal relationships are important to you. You need to be discriminating to control the emotion involved here. You believe in doing the right thing and sharing equally in all relationships and binding contracts. When you make commitments, others are assured of an honest and abiding bargain. 42/6 as a temporary vibration. Contracts, marriage, meditation. There is a blending of minds now, a harmony on the mental plane that seeks to bring ideas to a common meeting ground. Contracts and agreements that have been pending can be settled amicably and fairly with both sides gaining equally. Your cooperative attitude creates an atmosphere of happiness and harmony. Worthwhile friendships will form and bring personal fulfillment. This is a vibration of love. For some, it brings love affairs, for others, engagement and marriage. This is also a meditative period in which you will be urged to give form to your inner feelings. Beauty appeals to the sense of harmony that you are experiencing. Time spent alone should be used to get in touch with those inner feelings and to bring them out where others can appreciate them. Begin to develop any creative talent you possess. Since the keywords now are love and cooperation, you will encounter situations in which these qualities must be exercised. Do not allow misunderstandings to lead to separations. Then the meditative aspects of this cycle will degenerate into loneliness. Seek peace through understanding, and you will benefit from any contacts you now make. Tarot symbolism, 2 of Cups. The man and woman are exchanging cups to demonstrate the law of give and take. This is also the symbol of the duality of creation. The winged lion above the caduceus is a composite symbol, meaning the adept who has power to interpret to others knowledge of the higher worlds. The woman is dressed in white with a blue outer robe to show the purity underlying the soul or subconscious. The man's costume has a yellow background which stands for consciousness and is decorated with trefoils symbolizing the Trinity. The house in the background represents the creativity of humanity, or the united effort of male and female. Astrological correspondence. First decan Cancer. You are receptive, sensitive, affectionate, and usually psychic. You meet people with graciousness and charm. You need to guard against being too sentimental or effusive, as others may misinterpret your motives. You are very creative and need interesting activity to provide balance in your life. Home decorating or other types of art appeal to you. You would be most content not being famous, but rather living a happy, peaceful life, surrounded by a loving family. If there is a keyword in this decan, it is love. 43/7 as a personal number. Vibration. You are a true friend, affectionate and tolerant of others' whims and foibles. Your pledge of friendship endures many tests. Your sympathetic nature and sense of justice reach out to the young and the underprivileged. You are always willing to help someone in need. Your gentle nature may hide a strong determination to reach your goals. You know when to be silent. Clear thinking is one of your best attributes, and it is most effectively developed in constructive activity. Your positive approach to life, temperate habits, and ability to make logical decisions create an atmosphere for success. Fulfillment and abundance are the fruits you pick as the result of your clever, productive actions. Your achievement of power and financial security allows you the freedom to enjoy the comforts you have earned. You enjoy being in a position of power. Your power extends to healing, in situations where the energy you possess can be transferred to the energy fields of others, thus creating a new life for them. You are a dependable person with poise and a sense of balance. Your strong intuitive powers and discernment are based on your ability to accumulate facts. These talents will contribute to your success as a teacher, writer, or speaker if you choose any of these professions. Whatever profession you choose, you will bring to it your constructive and creative ideas, positive attitude, and fine mind. The rewards will be plentiful. However, you must control any desires to overindulge in food, drink, and unhealthy relationships. Excesses will lead to physical and emotional pain. Rather, share the abundance of your life with those who are less fortunate. Such an effort increases your own store. 43/7 as a temporary vibration. Abundance, rejoicing, healing. Congratulations are in order. This is a period of rejoicing because the results of your past endeavors are now evident. You have concluded matters successfully and realized your goals. The rewards are yours. If your pursuits have been professional, you now realize financial increases, promotion, and business expansion. If health has been an issue, healing takes place. Family difficulties smooth out, and you are overwhelmed by success, peace, and extra benefits that you are now enjoying. This is a restful vibration, so loosen up and enjoy it. Follow your routine or take a vacation, but maintain the status quo. Pushing new ventures and pursuing new avenues is not part of this cycle. Sit back and relax. Be careful that your celebration does not degenerate into overindulgence. Too much of the good life can bring on physical discomforts. If you select your partners indiscriminately, relationships can suffer. So eat, drink, and be merry in moderation. You have earned it. Tarot symbolism, 3 of Cups. This key depicts the celebration of bounty and good fortune. 3 maidens jubilantly toast the happy outcome of their work, the abundant harvest pictured around them. Astrological correspondence. 2nd decan Cancer. The sensitivity in this area of the zodiac is subtle and inclined toward the occult. You are progressive, deeply emotional, and sentimental. Your experiences become more definite, your goals more clearly defined. You are somewhat secretive about your personal life and often silent and introspective. You know instinctively when to talk and when to listen. You may be surprised at your strength in an emergency. You prefer to lead an even-tempered life, but you can really spring into action if the occasion demands it. You fully enjoy the good things in life. You have the capacity to accomplish skilled work in valuable enterprises. 44/8 as a personal number. Vibration. This is a master number, and as such, demands more from you. You are a steady worker. You will persevere in your chosen goal because you exercise discipline. You conform to the demands of a situation and make the best of it. You prefer to be in an environment where steady progress brings concrete results. Your success comes from useful enterprises. You are extremely resourceful and cautious. You plan your actions well in advance. You could achieve distinction in political or military affairs, where self-discipline and expediency are the keys to success. You are brave in battle. You possess the will to face adversity and the energy to overcome obstacles through sustained effort. Common sense and logic back up your judgments. You enjoy order and stability. Yours is a conventional approach to life. There is a great deal of the materialist in you. Guard against too deep a desire for fame and possessions. This can lead to overwork, poor health, and material losses. You then close yourself into an ignorant, do-nothing world and become discontented and frustrated. Therefore, you should investigate new opportunities to broaden your horizons. Make room in your orderly existence for things you did not plan on. You are well developed physically, mentally, and emotionally, but you may be missing the intuitive link. The opportunity to develop this side of your character is present. Work on becoming aware of what you cannot see. Tune in to your inner self. When you have achieved this awareness, you can express the master number vibration. Serve the material needs of the world through productive actions, actions first inspired on the inner plane. You can supply the comfort and common sense advice that help keep this world together. 44/8 as a temporary vibration. Karma, reevaluation, opportunity. In this master number period, you are being offered an opportunity to reevaluate your present circumstances. You have the time to contemplate the value of the rewards you are now receiving. If past efforts have been productive, you will see an increase in status and finances. Others will bestow kindnesses upon you. Friends and family gather and increase. However, past efforts may only bring unwanted and restricting burdens. You may want to give up, sit back and do nothing. If you feel discontented and closed in, you need to establish new priorities and set worthwhile goals. The experiences of this period may graphically depict the missing link in your makeup. Chances are the material world is well represented. Things are happening physically, and you are reacting emotionally, which sets you to work mentally. Your mind contemplates and wonders if this is all there is. At this moment, you are reaching out for the hand of God, or the intuitive side of your nature. You are looking for the answer that puts your world into perspective. That answer can be found only within yourself. You can find that answer now, and give it form by sharing with others the rewards or experiences this cycle has given you. Your advice and wisdom will set others upon their path of liberation. Tarot symbolism, Four of Cups. The figure is seated in quiet contemplation and concentration. He sees three full cups in front of him, and he seems unaware of a fourth cup being offered by the hand of God coming from the cosmic cloud. Hidden wisdom. If he seeks divine aid with patience, meditation, self-control, and persistence, it is available to him. His calm physical appearance shows that mental activity is what brings results. He must choose a worthwhile goal, or the proffered cup could be lost. Astrological correspondence, Third Decan Cancer. This decan will be felt more on the mystical or inner plane than on the extroverted personality plane. Thus, you are more sensitive to vibrations around you or those coming into your aura from outside contacts. You are kind, hospitable, and sympathetic. You may be attracted to a career in nursing, dietetics, or some phase of social work dealing with the handicapped. A life of service to others befits this vibration. Your ideals are high, but you need to keep your dreams practical. 45/9. As a personal number vibration. This is a highly sensitive, mystical vibration. You will not be satisfied with worldly success alone. The positive energies of this vibration can lead to high psychic development. You sympathize with the unfortunate and take on their heartaches. You love to teach and serve. You have the fortitude to face emergencies with courage seldom found in other number vibrations. Working with groups and organizations can be satisfying. You can effectively teach them through your own experiences. You are secretive, reserved, and proud. You are determined to successfully carry out your ambitions, as you are also receptive to new ideas, willing to work, and feel no limitations in doing so. This drive can be detrimental if it causes you to overwork. There is conflict between your emotions and your common sense. You need to practice control and conserve your energy. Do not go to extremes in pursuit of your ideals. Emotional dissatisfaction arises only when you dwell on the past. Disappointments, sorrow, and loss ensue when you stubbornly cling to old ways that have outlived their usefulness. Use the experiences of the past as stepping stones to higher elevations. Then, through your words and example, you can teach others to renew their lives and build a brighter future. You are affectionate and generous. If things go wrong, you are eager to set them right. Look at what you have as resources, rather than at what you do not have or have lost. Then you will achieve the delicate balance necessary for your happiness. With patience and hope, stressful situations can be transformed into lessons which you can teach to others. This vibration often produces an early marriage and many children. 45/9. As a temporary vibration. Old friends, partial gains, learning experiences. There can be gains and inheritances during this cycle, though perhaps they are not up to your expectations. You should not brood over any partial losses that occur now. Use what you gain to initiate something new. Do not spend your energy regretting past mistakes. Learn from them and proceed onward. There will be sufficient gains here for you to realize that a better use of your personal energy will bring even more reward the next time around. An old friend may return for a visit and remind you of your past. Use discrimination in dealing with those you encounter. Don't expect too much from them. When you have successfully learned from the past and let go of it, You will form new alliances that will open doors to the future. You will become aware of some of your own resources which you have overlooked until now. Tarot symbolism. 5 of Cups. A cloaked figure looks sorrowfully at 3 spilled cups, not realizing that there are 2 cups left filled. This indicates that losses should not be brooded over. By turning around to face a new start, other resources are always found with which to carry on. In other words, do not waste energy regretting past mistakes, learn from them, and go ahead. Astrological correspondence. First Decan Scorpio. You have definite goals and a fixed determination to carry them out. You feel a sense of inner power which may be expressed as pride or self-will. You are strongly attracted to the occult. You seem to have boundless energy. You quickly bounce back from any defeat with renewed vigor and quietly go about your business. You know the power of silence. Many strongly motivated reformers or missionaries are born in this decan of Scorpio. The desire to change things for the better seems inherent. You are a tireless worker when motivated by your ideal. 46/1. As a personal number. Vibration. You have a dominating personality. You work and play with equal passion. You win others through your charm and wit, cloaking your strong will under a gentle manner. You are a natural leader. You like to be the center of your world, and must guard against taking advantage of those who admire your popularity, or those who could be misguided by your fine showmanship. You have high ideals, and could choose a profession in science or philosophy. With your highly developed psychic sense and strong intuition, you could also be an inventor. Any of these pursuits enable you to express your humanitarian ideals. If you choose an idealistic profession, keep your goals practical. This number often acquires money, but loses it if ideals are impractical. But this number is also willing to start again, and you can attain another fortune. Positions of power and authority are natural for you. You are strong-willed and intense. You set your goal and go after it in a steady and methodical manner. You are, however, willing to share your good fortune because you are generous, warm, and tender. Your ability, imagination, and enthusiasm bring you success in work and play. A happy childhood and comforting memories give you the stability to venture forth in the world expecting, and therefore receiving, the best life has to offer. If you are -46/1, you live in the past, surrounded by memories, refusing to accept the present. You can be childish and irresponsible, thereby attracting, as a natural reaction to your output, a worthless circle of acquaintances. 46/1. As a temporary vibration. Good karma, new opportunities, success. You are now the center of attention. You may receive gifts or inheritances of some kind from situations that existed in the past. A childhood acquaintance may appear with a gift, or a kind act in the past may bear fruit today. It seems that your attentions are riveted on the past through the happy events of the present. Joy and contentment fill your heart. You should share these feelings with those around you. Your environment changes somehow. Either you find yourself in new places with new people, both of which promise good returns, or your old environment receives new vibrancy through fresh opportunities and relationships. Through subtle persuasion, you can win others to your way of thinking. They will follow your strong lead because you're presently tuned in, psychically and intuitively. You can achieve any goals you set for yourself now if you maintain a steady application of personal energy. Your enthusiastic attitude and flair for the dramatic during this cycle impresses others and aids you in gaining the support you need to be successful. Tarot symbolism. 6 of Cups. The 6 cups are brimming with flowers, showing fruition. The 5-pointed star flower indicates human emotions purified and transmuted into compassionate love. The childish male figure in the Fool's Cap recalls Key 0, or Uranus, which exalted in Scorpio, here implies that the highest gift is purified love. The cross, commonly called St. Andrew's Cross, is the cross of humility. The significance is that while we become as little children, Matthew 18:3, or believe as little children on the earthly plane, we manifest our progress. Astrological correspondence. Second Decan Scorpio. Unique experiences come into your life. Sometimes it is a sorrow which quickens your sympathies or otherwise turns your ideas toward the spiritual. You are willing to share with others. At all times, you perform what you believe to be your duty as a good citizen. This area of the zodiac is at a peak of the solar year. Great creative power is a birth endowment here. Many musical and scientific geniuses have been born at this time of year. You get along well with others unless they try to dominate you. Then the quiet rebel within you comes to the surface. For the most part, your charm outweighs your aggressiveness, and much happiness and achievement is rightfully yours. 47/11 as a personal number. Vibration. This is a master number vibration. During your lifetime, you will face many tests of character and emotional stability. There is conflict between the emotional and practical sides of your nature. Therefore, determination, caution, and tact must be your watchwords. To perform at the most efficient level, you need to have a goal. Once you do, your personal charm and magnetism will sway others, and you will be offered the wealth and glamour of the world. Great dreams of success and wealth dance in your head. Visions of grandeur take form in your imagination. Your abilities to influence others, inspire confidence, and attract affection assures success. Success that worldly people imagine they want. There is a flaw, however. As you attain these treasures one by one, you begin to realize that they do not bring the happiness you had expected. They do not have any real value. You are the epitome of the adage, "To whom much is given, much is required." You are required to use discrimination, to weigh, test, balance, and discard. Use silence and imagination to gain wisdom and inspiration. When your emotions are controlled, inspiration guides your life. You learn to handle money well and would be good in financial areas, such as banking or accounting. You also have great creative potential. You grasp new ideas easily and work with great speed. In whatever field you choose, you must express humanitarian qualities for a fulfilling life. You are adaptable, yet you have a strong will which helps you meet unexpected challenges. Use your natural and spiritual riches to bring stability and harmony into the lives of others. Learn the necessary discrimination to make the right choices. Do not mistake emotion for love or allow your illusions to affect your need for reality. 47/11 as a temporary vibration. Discrimination. Dreams fulfilled. This master number vibration demands additional effort from you, but promises greater dividends. Do not sit back and build castles in the air. You could scatter your creative energies in the fanciful pursuit of success. Many of your imagined desires can become realities now if you develop realistic methods to achieve them. You need willpower and determination to implement the ideas that you select as worthy. Many temptations can arise to distract you from the actual purpose of this cycle. These temptations will test your discriminative faculties. You will have to decide through weighing, selecting, and discarding where your true values lie. Maintain a balance between the emotional and practical factors and make your plans accordingly. You may have mystical or psychic experiences. Use those experiences and rely on your intuition for guidance. Make your choices wisely during this cycle. Be ever aware of the true value behind the illusions you see. The proper selections can bring true love, happy marriage, material prosperity, and spiritual peace. Tarot symbolism. 7 of Cups. The figure stands facing 7 cups filled with symbols of the gifts and tests to be handled during this life. These 7 are vanity, fame, ego, illusion, jealousy, frivolity, and glamour. All are nebulous, floating on clouds. They represent what the worldly person imagines are desirable, but as they are attained one by one, it is realized that they do not bring happiness or any real value in life. Astrological correspondence. 3rd Decan Scorpio. You may experience many domestic changes which will demand that you develop patience. You have ESP, which can be developed into prophetic or healing power. Strong interest in the occult, inherent in all the Scorpio decans, is especially strong in the 3rd because of the trinity of rulers, the Moon, Neptune, and Pluto. You are a romantic. Because you are deeply affectionate and loyal, you would become deeply depressed if the object of your love proved faithless. Try to be cautious in placing your affections. Do not build up illusion over any human being. To do so opens the possibility of disappointment. You handle money well and would do well in financial pursuits. You are flexible without being wishy-washy. Weakness is no part of your character. 48/3 as a personal number. Vibration. Worldly success comes to you quite easily. However, as each possession is gained, you set it aside and go on searching for the satisfaction it should have brought. You yearn for something more, and when you realize that the material world alone cannot offer you the necessary fulfillment, you may turn toward the spiritual. You should not, however, turn your back completely on the mundane, for that could obstruct the practical mechanics of living. Learn to use the material without depending on it. You are romantic, sincere, and affectionate. You have high ideals. You appreciate beauty and the arts, and have your share of creative ability. Your psychic and prophetic abilities are well developed. Your impressionable nature would find the arts a good channel for success. You are quiet, persistent, and dependable. But you may be too psychic and sensitive for your own comfort. You have a good sense of values and prefer to live conservatively. You believe in giving a good day's work to your employer. If you were the boss, you would expect the same from your employees. A sense of fair play is one of your assets. You have the ability to see both sides of a problem and judge fairly. Learning to laugh in the face of difficulties will relieve your intolerance of the purely materialistic side of life. You must remember that your keen sense of responsibility toward others, your sympathy for their suffering, and your desire to do your part in the community and the world can be expressed through material means in many cases. Your love of animals and need to protect them is expressed here also. You must detach yourself from materialism, though you may be required to use materialistic means to accomplish your mission. 48/3 as a temporary vibration. Success. Success abandoned. Travel. You have reason to celebrate. Many of your goals have been reached, and the rewards are forthcoming. You feel generous and loving. You want to share the good things with those around you. Horizons broaden, and as they do, new relationships form. Perhaps a new love is among them. Travel may be a part of the picture, lending even more excitement to an already festive time. Be aware that what seems most important now may turn out to be unimportant in the future. Know, too, that dissipation of energy can result in unstable conditions. If you find the goals you have attained bring little satisfaction, you should seek to operate from a higher level. Use your material gains to alleviate the sufferings of others. Some experience during this cycle may be the catalyst that turns your materialistic mind toward the spiritual and humanitarian realm. Tarot symbolism, 8 of Cups. There are 8 full cups representing the 3 parts of the consciousness and the 5 senses, all under control, because the cups are upright. Yet the lone figure is leaving all that behind and walking toward the dark mountain of the unknown. Penetrating the mysteries hidden in the mountain will bring the wisdom being sought. The robe is red to signify desire for further knowledge. Under the guidance of the sun and moon, eclipse symbol, he is responding to his inner urge for something higher. Astrological correspondence. First Decan Pisces. Sometimes you worry over things that never happen and expend unnecessary energy in doing so. Develop a philosophy of faith in yourself and in the future. You are very sympathetic toward animals. You will adopt a stray cat or dog who seems unfed and unwanted. This comes from your deep desire to help those who suffer. This same understanding includes people, of course. You are hospitable and generous. You have the gift of wisdom, which makes you kind and just toward others. Poets, musicians, and scientists are born in this area of the zodiac. The poet Longfellow, the pianist-composer Chopin, and the scientist Copernicus were born in this decan. 49/4 as a personal number. Vibration. You are a person of many gifts, executive ability, integrity, intuition, and a sense of justice, to name just a few. You can apply these attributes to practical business enterprises and achieve excellent results. You are diplomatic in your relationship with others, patient and honest in conducting your affairs. You also have a sense of when to act and when to wait. an essential ingredient of success. You have emotional control in both business and personal matters. Material success, physical well-being and security go with this vibration. Material happiness and contentment are yours. You love to display the good life you have attained. Your home will reflect this in the form of fine furnishings and full cupboards. This is the result of the pride and satisfaction you feel in your achievements. You enjoy good health and a hearty appetite. You are an example for others to follow by depicting what hard work and perseverance can ultimately bestow upon the achiever. If you are a dreamy 49 or 4, you develop a lot of theories that are seldom carried out. This is because success seems to come too easily. Drive does not seem necessary, and inertia prevents you from attaining all that you are capable of. You are more intent on personal satisfaction than achievement, and you can become sated by your own desires. Insincerity creeps in, and your ego inflates along with your body as a result of a gluttonous approach to life. Ill health can result. However, the tendency under this vibration is toward a balance between the mind and emotions. This leads you onward and upward in both mental and spiritual development. 49/4 as a temporary vibration. Good health, satisfaction, marriage to a wealthy individual. This is an excellent cycle for business matters, as long as you maintain an honest, persevering attitude. Through steady application, the coffers are filled, and you feel a sense of satisfaction and physical accomplishment at a job well done. Outer comfort lends inner tranquility, a healing balm for any ailment. Your optimistic, serene attitude will bring about improvements in health. You may put on weight, therefore be selective of the type and amount of food you eat. Marriage here will usually involve wealth, and may be for security instead of, or along with, love. The home will be well supplied with food and material comforts. Be careful not to overindulge in food or drink. Examine your pursuits and desires now. Will they lead to freedom from anxiety, poverty, and insecurities, or just replace one set of restrictions with another? Tarot symbolism. 9 of Cups. The seated figure is the picture of physical and emotional well-being. His cups are full and he is protected by the blue curtain of the creative mind. A balance of mind and emotions always brings material success and inner satisfaction. This is the card of fulfilled hopes and wishes. Astrological correspondence. Second decan Pisces. This is a sensitive and affectionate decan. You are unusually fond of your home and family. You are tenacious in your attachments and may have to learn to give others the same kind of freedom you want for yourself. Your psychic nature is well developed. Your intuitions are keen and helpful as you believe more and more in yourself. You work better and live more happily when practical, emotional balance is gained. Otherwise, you may become hypersensitive. Use your fine strength of character wisely. 50/5 as a personal number. Vibration. This is the vibration of lasting success and happiness. It bestows a life surrounded by friends and affection. You are romantic and intensely emotional. You are devoted to your family, and you seek a mate who epitomizes the perfect love. Personal magnetism makes you attractive to the opposite sex, so there should be plenty of candidates to choose from. Your life will be one of activity and movement. You are a socializer who enjoys conversation and people. Public life may draw you. There you can use your eloquence in lecturing and public speaking for the pursuit of social betterment. You could also succeed in literature and science. You are especially good in mathematics and could work at accounting or analysis, professions that require your keen perception. You are both creative and imaginative. Your instinctive understanding of others makes them seek your counsel. Leadership comes naturally, and your energies find constructive outlets. With all your possibilities for achievement, you nevertheless prefer beauty and pleasure to wealth and fame. Your contentment comes from love of family and friends. You enjoy being able to move freely in and communicate with the world around you. All numbers containing 0 bestow divine protection, and your sense of security shows in your relaxed and confident personality. A negative use of these energies brings waste, loss of or betrayal by friends, and family troubles. You will seek freedom from all responsibilities and become enslaved by this very need. 50/5 as a temporary vibration. Love, family ties, Happy changes. This is an extremely active period of socializing with family and friends. Happiness and contentment abound. A special person may enter your life, one who represents your ideal image of a perfect mate. The love relationship that ensues will bring lasting enjoyment. Many happy changes occur now. You may move into a new environment which promises greater fulfillment, or you may alter the present situation to your benefit. You may receive honors and gifts. They are the rewards of past efforts, for which you could also receive public recognition. Conversations, messages, letters, and meetings bring good news and promising opportunities. However, the overall energies of this period encourage you to relax, take a trip, and enjoy the fellowship of good friends and the pleasures of close family ties. A negative use of these same energies can cause family dissension and difficulty with friends. Tarot symbolism. 10 of Cups. 10 full upright cups are elevated in the heavens. They are the rainbow of happiness fulfilled. The man and woman embrace, exalting the elevation of emotional life to a high state of consciousness. The children dance happily under the protective rainbow of promise. All good things of earth are pictured. Lush green growth, water in the house, which denote permanence of achievement. Here, love has been raised to the plane of compassion. Astrological correspondence. Third decan Pisces. The natives of this last Piscean cycle are endowed with a psychic and intuitive nature. The practical side needs developing. Learn to use logical thinking with your intuition to bring about wise conclusions. Learn not to be easily led by stronger and more aggressive natures. You are really more likely to be right if you follow what intuition tells you. Learn to interpret its signals. This is the final cycle of the solar year. It contains strong vibrations for happiness if you make positive choices and form constructive habits for progressive action toward your spiritual goal. 4. The Swords. 51/6 as a personal number. Vibration. You apply the spirit of a warrior to whatever cause you choose. Your leadership ability and your desire to uphold truth and justice qualify you for such a profession as the law, government, or the military. You are intelligent and perceptive. You are able to make sound judgments based on the facts, balanced with mercy. You adhere to the teachings of the past. You exercise firm authority that serves you well in friendships, but can often prolong enmities. You could be successful in the sciences such as chemistry or medicine. You probably lean toward professions in the law or the military, where life and death decisions are commonplace and where you can exercise your wisdom and sense of balance. You have an active mind, full of ideas which could bring you abundant wealth. Because of your abilities, you will advance in any undertaking. You are cautious, yet you seem to walk through life untroubled, even in the midst of turmoil. You keep on smiling and talking cheerfully while subduing your inner fears. However, you are ever alert and observant, and always prepared for all possibilities. There is a remote possibility of assassination threats if you are in prominent public office. An imbalance in this vibration can make you overly stern or cruel. Your harsh actions many times result in legal difficulties. You create enemies in your relentless drive for power. These rivals resent your injustices and stand ever ready to take revenge. 51/6. As a temporary vibration. Legal dealings, justice, perception, authority. During this cycle, disagreements and hostilities can result in lawsuits or legal dealings of some kind. You must be alert and stand guard against the harsh actions of rivals. However, injustices will be corrected. The law of balance will be rule. True and false will be separated. Maintain a cool, impartial attitude. Weigh all cases fairly to uphold the law. Your mind is keen, perceptive, and extremely active now. Rely on it now to find alternative procedures for handling your affairs. Keep a positive outlook, a cheerful frame of mind, and a vigilant attitude. You are the warrior fighting for the right. You will overcome all rivals. The challenging ideas that arise within can bring you the success and authority you desire. Listen carefully and follow your intuition. Tarot symbolism. King of Swords. A seated figure holds the upraised sword of activity, keen perception, and discrimination. The screen behind the throne displays the butterfly, symbol of recurring life and circumstances. The waxing and the waning moons symbolize ever-changing ideas and opinions. The sword divides the false ideas from the true. The king sees the crux of the matter, and with swift justice sets matters right. Astrological correspondence. First decan Libra. You are intelligent and perceptive. You have the ability to judge both sides and to make keen assessments. You are likely to advance in any undertaking. You are untroubled in the midst of turmoil, for you keep smiling and talking cheerfully. You balance your intelligence with mercy. You are truly a warrior fighting for right and justice. 52/7 as a personal number. Vibration. You are high-minded, noble and humanitarian, uncontaminated by the sordid side of life. You stand alone because your wisdom places you above the multitudes. Supported by the experiences of the past, you face the uncertainties of the future with confidence. Changing events and conditions do not dim your faith. You maintain your poise even under occasional emotional stress. You can always draw from your power reserve. Most likely you are well educated. Your liberal ideas allow your quick, perceptive mind to understand things beyond the ordinary person's ability to comprehend. This quality sets you apart, and you may decide to close the door to the material world and live a solitary existence in the spiritual realm. Because of these factors, this vibration is known as one of separation, sterility, and widowhood. You are kind, patient, and courageous. You try to live a well-balanced life. You finish whatever tasks you begin. However, you are more interested in the philosophical and spiritual than the material. You love nature and prefer to live in the country. If you express the negative side, you are narrow-minded and mean. Your jealousy drives others away, assuring that you will have a solitary life. Gossip, harsh words, and a bigoted attitude further alienate even the most understanding friends. You seem determined to be alone, although the drive to be alone may be entirely unconscious. 52/7 as a temporary vibration. Change, separation, meditation. Changing conditions may separate you temporarily from familiar lifestyle patterns, and you may experience a period of solitude in which you feel lonely and isolated. This is necessary to stimulate thoughts and ideas related to the spiritual world. You must learn to strike a balance between what appears to be real and what is real. In this manner, you discover what has real value for you. Trips into the country or to the seashore are therapeutic for you now. Take along a few books on philosophy and religion and allow your mind to travel as well. Remember that the separations during this cycle are part of the ever-changing rhythm of life, and changes bring new opportunities and challenges. Tarot symbolism, Queen of Swords. The Queen sits on a throne decorated with butterflies, symbols of incarnation and reincarnation. She holds the active sword raised to discriminate between true and false. Her left hand is extended toward the unknown future, but she is ready to face whatever comes. She knows she has experience as her foundation, and she can draw upon that. Although the sun is obscured by clouds, denoting that more is to be revealed, she is confident of the future. The waxing and waning moons on her throne show changing conditions. She leans on divine protection, symbolized by cherubs on the throne. Her throne is set high where the air is pure and uncontaminated by the sordid side of life. The single bird overhead indicates the solitude she has chosen because her wisdom sets her apart. Astrological correspondence. Second decan Libra. Venus and Uranus hold sway in the second decan of Libra. They produce a high-minded humanitarian. You lean to the spiritual and prefer the quiet atmosphere of the country, where your mind can meditate without the distraction of city noises. You are intelligent, quiet, and introspective. Your great wisdom may set you apart from the common crowd. 53/8 as a personal number vibration. You know that you have a lot to accomplish, and no effort is too great, no obstacle too difficult. You like authority and know how to assert it. However, your assertiveness may be construed as tyrannical. Because your head rules your heart, you may seem set and severe, but you rule with a pure heart and chivalrous motives. Protection and defense against danger are your main concerns. Rather than sit back and wait, you prefer to be the aggressor. You make progress through your skill and ability to lead. Your bravery in the face of danger would make you a fine military leader. You could also excel in law as a criminal lawyer or judge. You have the necessary intellectual and communicative skills to sway others. With your strength and fine sense of timing, you could achieve professional status in any of the aggressive contact sports. You have the ability to separate fact from fiction. No detail escapes your notice. Your fine power of discrimination would make you an excellent detective. If you are a negative 53 or 8, you always seem ready for a fight. Your cockiness alienates others, and you seem to leave destruction in your wake. Chivalry degenerates into extravagance, and you become incapable of dealing with the situations that arise in your life. 53/8 as a temporary vibration. Sudden events, courage, discrimination. Someone or something is about to catapult into or out of your life. The situation is intense. You should play the aggressor and take things into your own hands. Keep your emotions under the command of reason and act justly. Challenging situations arise suddenly. You will need strength, courage, and perseverance to handle them. Business, finance, and the law may be involved. Deal wisely with whatever you encounter and use reason to discriminate among the facts presented. Then you will overcome all problems and maintain or achieve a position of authority. During this period, troubles come and go. Tarot symbolism. Knight of Swords. This knight has a lot to accomplish during the autumn season. He rides far and fast. Riding against the wind shows that no effort is too great and no obstacle too severe for him to overcome. His raised sword shows him the true path by dividing the true from the false. Astrological correspondence. Autumn. Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. During the fall, people prepare for the long winter by storing supplies. Oversight can mean disaster. Because you have an eye for detail, you would make a good detective. You are determined and may at times seem severe, but you must be able to maintain a balance and discriminate between the useful and the useless. You are courageous and have leadership potential. 54/9. As a personal number. Vibration. You are witty, intelligent, and eloquent. Those gifts assure you the respect of your peers. You have a keen, practical, and perceptive mind. You pursue your education, as you have a natural tendency to seek answers. You can adjust mentally to the demands of the environment. These talents make you a prime candidate for government work or the diplomatic services. You are always vigilant and seem prepared for any possibilities. Your subtle approach to difficulties belies your ability to arrive at swift, just conclusions. You are dedicated to the institutions and laws of the past, and you prefer to use intellectual processes rather than physical force to find solutions. Your restless nature is something for you to overcome. You are amiable, humanitarian, and conventional in your ways. These qualities help you deal successfully with your problems. You desire peace and reject the frills of life. You enjoy good health and a long, fulfilling life. If you are a negative 54 or 9, you are cunning and sly. You use your fine intellect to outwit others. You scatter your energies and deplete your resources, which brings on health problems. But your scheming will be revealed, and you will be exposed for what you are. 54/9. As a temporary vibration, vigilance, messages, secrets. Maintain a vigilant attitude during this cycle. Keep your imagination under control. You are unaware of some elements in certain situations, but they will be revealed to you. Adhere to your proper execution of justice, and those who work against you will be defeated. You must mentally adjust to unforeseen events which arise now. Look for the truth beneath superficial appearances, so that you will be prepared when the truth emerges. You may receive news or messages that will demand your energy. Successful conclusions can be reached if you keep your emotions under control. Others may be observing your actions during this cycle to see how you handle yourself. If they are enemies, they wait for a vulnerable moment. If friends, they wait to see how you perform. Your actions can earn you a position of authority and respect. Illness is an enemy, so take care of your body. Eat well and allow enough time for rest. Tarot symbolism, Page of Swords. This page is without frills or decorations. He has a practical mind which is at work revealing the truth. Truth is somewhat hidden behind the clouds in the background, but the air element, symbolized by the birds as roving thoughts, will aid him in attaining his goal. However, investigation and mental application are required. Astrological correspondence. Third decan Libra. This decan includes the rulers of all the air signs, Venus, Uranus, and Mercury. A restless nature and an amiable disposition are found here. You are witty, intelligent, very sociable, and humanitarian. You have a natural ability to communicate, and you sway others with your words. You are a natural scholar, and will most likely gain the respect of your colleagues. You will live a long and healthy life. 55/1. As a personal number. Vibration. You are perceptive, and therefore equipped mentally to explore any project, idea, or concept. You have the ability to reason and the talent to write. As a dominating leader, you reflect honest, high-minded, and ethical ideals which inspire others to follow you. You are a pioneer, exuberant, and energetic. You react intensely and are capable of extremes in all endeavors and pursuits. You are a champion of right and seek swift justice to maintain balance. You believe in law and order and try to remain poised between mercy and severity. This number dominates religion and morals, and you may be drawn toward the law or the ministry where you can most adequately express your keen sense of justice and mercy. You can ferret out information that others would overlook. You are a natural researcher and would make an excellent librarian. Words fascinate you, and writing is another area in which you can fulfill your basic need to explore and reveal the secrets of life. Your writings would have tangible values for others. Through your love of communication, you will meet many different types of individuals in your lifetime. Many children may grace your home, in keeping with your productive nature. Your children will benefit from your principles and may achieve distinction in their given fields. Negatively, your keen ability to make fine distinctions deteriorates into a confused and chaotic lifestyle. Erratic actions create obstacles, alienate friends, and produce a sterile, lonely environment. A STEM attitude results. 55/1. As a temporary vibration. Honor, birth, clarity. You may be honored now for some achievement in which you have expressed intellectual and leadership skills. It is the culminating triumph, the reward for prolonged endeavor. Since this is a period of culminations, separations are a possibility. An affair may end and people may leave your circle, thus altering your environment in some manner. This suggests that you are through with the elements of that relationship. Religious and legal considerations may arise here. This vibration can also bring the birth of a very special child who will in some way bring light and inspiration to the world. The triumphs of this period may set you off on a new journey that will require your energy and integrity. Tarot symbolism. Ace of Swords. The hand of God holds the upraised sword of discrimination. The golden crown studded with rubies shows the honor that comes to those who use their mental powers wisely. The holly branch hanging from the crown represents the Christmas season, and therefore birth. The palm branch depicts Easter and the resurrection. The 6 falling yods, symbolic of the developing sixth sense, are the divine sparks that continually fall into incarnation in a never-ending cycle of birth and resurrection. Astrological correspondence. The element air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. As a representative of the element air, you are mentally equipped to conquer any field you choose. Your mind is your greatest weapon and tool. It will eventually place you in positions where you must maintain balance in dispensing justice. You are a pioneer in the realm of thoughts, and others will look to you for ideas. 56/11. As a personal number vibration. 56 or 11 is a master number and thus requires more effort on your part. There is nervous energy under this vibration. Through self-control, you can achieve and maintain a balance between your emotions and your intellect. You are perceptive and discriminating, and do not judge by appearances alone. You make impartial decisions based on your intuition, which is founded on reason. You may gain fame and fortune through the proper use of these talents. You are a natural peacemaker, and you like to create happy conditions around you. Strife is distasteful to you, and you are able to establish harmonious conditions in the midst of changing and unexpected situations. You are poised, modest, and agreeable. You enjoy being popular, so you develop one of your best qualities, which is charm. You are flexible and can yield to the opinions of others. You are affectionate and loyal to your family, sympathetic and responsive to the troubles of those around you. Military personnel and members of the government may be among your circle of friends. Music appeals to your finely attuned sense of rhythm. You are balanced and make an effort to stay that way. Music is a reminder of that balance. You will be successful in business. You sense what the public wants and needs, and you know how to supply it. If you express the negative, these fine qualities are reversed and will cause indecisiveness. You will be unable to choose wisely. Associates will prove untrustworthy and trouble will result. You will live an unproductive life. 56/11. As a temporary vibration, balance, decisions, cooperation. This is a master number cycle. It demands more from you, but it offers greater rewards in return. Balance and self-control are necessary during this period of nervous energy. You must remain impartial. Do not base decisions and judgments on appearances. A favorable financial outcome may hinge on your ability to perceive the situation as it really is. You are attuned to the needs of others. You can play the role of peacemaker, settling disagreements at work and trouble in the family. As you project affection and understanding, you create harmony and a sense of well-being. You should be willing to help those in need, because during this cycle, you have the insight to bring about settlements that are agreeable to all. Refusal to exercise these qualities results in indecision and stalemates. Matters go wrong because of a lack of direction which you could now supply. Be aware of the people you deal with. Some will not be honest with you. This will require more understanding and impartiality on your part. Tarot symbolism. Two of Swords. The figure is dressed in white to denote spiritual purity. Her hair is black, lack of light, and it is bound by the white band of wisdom. Her position is one of perfect balance. The moon stands for the subconscious, and the rocks symbolize that which is stable, permanent, or decided upon by the conscious mind. The figure is sitting on a cube of stone, which shows a firm foundation for her convictions. Astrological correspondence. First decan Libra. Balance and justice are keywords for this decan. You have clear vision and keen perception. You are artistic, graceful, and congenial. You prefer mental work to physical labor. You are fastidious because cleanliness is important to you. You avoid any career that necessitates messiness or dirty hands. You like variety and may not stay long in one job. You need to learn perseverance. You are usually optimistic and pleasant. You are a peacemaker and will go all out to avoid stress and strife. 57/3. As a personal number vibration. The positive expression of this vibration results in a charitable nature, with ability to understand others and help them with their problems. If the vibration is negative, you may experience disappointment and heartache. Do not allow yourself to indulge in self-pity. Rather, develop your sense of humor. This is often an outlet for the more intense emotions that can be part of your life. You are dependable and serious, and possess strength and courage in the face of adversity. Your happiness reflects your integrity in equal measure. You feel a conflict between reason and emotions. Therefore, you should cultivate the art of logic to avoid being carried away by impulse. You have the artistic ability to express your fluctuating moods. You can portray them in pantomime or on the stage. Acting and the theater provide fine outlets for your creative talents. You may prefer to work behind the scenes, as a playwright for instance, and give support to those who enjoy the limelight more than you. Some of the most interesting people under this vibration are those you may never hear of, because they have done their greatest work in the background. You are independent and progressive, with humanitarian ideals. Become a strong force for good in the world, and you will feel that your sojourn on earth has been meaningful and well spent. Yours is the number of the understanding heart, although it may have been gained through suffering. You mature through your experiences. As a -57 or 3, you suffer losses and experience confusion. You become depressed and bitter and reject the extended hands of friendship because you fear being hurt. Separation and loneliness result. 57/3 as a temporary vibration. Separation, delay, expression, growth. Maintain a logical approach to emotional situations that arise now. Do not bemoan your fate. Work on your sense of humor and try to see, from a detached point of view, the frailties of human nature. Your happiness depends on your integrity. You may experience many ups and downs under this vibration. Therefore, you would be wise to find a creative outlet to express these moods constructively. Acting, music, poetry, or painting are good outlets. There can be separations and disappointments in love relationships. Those you love may be absent for a time. Expect some delays. If this is a negative vibration, your fluctuating moods could bring on confusion in deciding what to do. Use the experiences of this cycle for growth. The wisdom you gain here should be made available to those around you who need kind words and a gentle heart. Tarot symbolism. 3 of Swords. 3 swords pierce a heart. They look like crosses, suggesting that those who bear their crosses bravely become more sympathetic and tolerant of others. The heart is also a symbol of charity. The clouds indicate that the brighter side is hidden and that all your natural attributes are not immediately apparent. There is a need to develop spiritual discernment. If negative, self-pity is your weakness. Astrological correspondence. 2nd Decan Libra. Perseverance, integrity, and the drive to achieve are important attributes of this Decan of Libra. You have vitality and a sense of humor. You are a humanitarian who will work to improve conditions that seem unfair. You are honest and faithful in your dealings with others, and often give them the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes this results in your own heartbreak. You would rather suffer yourself, though, than cause injustice for others. You can appear aloof, but at heart, you are keenly sensitive. 58/4. As a personal number vibration. You are a logical thinker and a skillful worker. A career in medicine or metaphysics is possible, as this number is related to sight and insight. You are introspective, and you tend to analyze a problem very thoroughly before you decide to act. You are dependable and cautious, and you use your energies carefully for constructive purposes only. People respect you for your honesty and fairness. You have a keen sense of justice, yet you believe in mercy. You want your life to be orderly and conventional because you believe in tradition and discipline. However, you will enjoy life and its pleasures. You are charming, affectionate, careful, and yet emotionally controlled. Your creativity shows in your love of beauty, harmony, and peace, which you need and work to preserve in your life. You could be a talented writer. You have a keen eye for details and the ability to analyze a situation and come to logical conclusions. Others seek you out for this very reason. You also have a fine sense of honor. There is a great mental activity with this vibration, and there may be traveling. You enjoy solitude when you can relax and meditate. These periods bring things into perspective for you and help you maintain your generally good health. You may eventually decide to put away material considerations for spiritual pursuits. You are courageous, and although you prefer to live a life of peace and solitude, you are ready to take action to preserve your peace. You have earned a rest from the strains of life and will express that peace in this lifetime. A negative 58 or 4 causes unrest and dissension. Ill health and perpetual convalescence may be the result. Social unrest could lead to retreat and exile. 58/4. As a temporary vibration. Rest, relief, retreat, convalescence. This is a period of retreat in which your mind seeks rest from the cares of the world. Conflicts have ended, worries are over. Now you desire peace and quiet to gather your strength. You can now analyze your situation and logically decide how to proceed. You are able to put even the smallest details of your life into perspective and clearly see what has real value. Your solitude may be a convalescent period after an illness, a self-imposed vacation for rest and relaxation, or an enforced retreat arising from social unrest. Whatever the impetus that propelled you to this space, it requires concentration and meditation on the experiences that have brought you here. If used wisely, this period can lead to a change for the better. The conclusions you arrive at subconsciously will affect your future actions. Tarot symbolism, Four of Swords. The figure has assumed the proper position for rest, inferring that rest from anxiety and strain has been earned. The swords are put away. 3 hang on the wall, and 1 is placed lengthwise along the couch. This shows that, if need be, action would still be taken to preserve peace. This is a card of peace and quiet, not death. The window depicts outer activity. A man is shown kneeling before a woman, symbolizing that the conscious mind, male, is still a slave to the subconscious, female. To the resting figure, all is serene. The sword of discrimination has been used and put away. Astrological correspondence. Third decan Libra. The mental side of Libra is strong in this decan. Therefore, intellectual pursuits will attract you. You could do well in teaching, preaching, lecturing, or writing. You have an amiable disposition and a refined manner, and you are extremely adaptable. You are logical and fair and believe in mercy and kindness. This is really the most balanced of the Libra decans. You have the integrity to be a judge. Your standards are high. Your greatest desire is for order, harmony, beauty, and peace in your life. 59/5, as a personal number vibration. You are passionately devoted to your convictions and will stand firm to defend your rights. You should strive to keep away from danger or injury. You are a gambler. You want to win by your wits, but you will experience defeat if you do not express yourself positively. Success as a banker or broker is possible as long as you neither take nor recommend speculative risks. Your mind is quick, and you need to guard against making impulsive decisions. Life will be full of experiences and travels. You may find yourself doing more than one thing at a time, but doing them all well. You are creative, versatile, and charming. Your lively and sparkling personality can easily influence others, especially the opposite sex. You are critical of your own efforts and seek perfection. You are humane, refined, and sympathetic. You may seek leadership positions where, as an executive, ruler, or conqueror, you can use your idealism to implement social reform. Your sensitivity attracts you to the arts. Select congenial outlets for your talents and avoid the humdrum. This will help you disperse your surplus energy and maintain the peace and serenity so necessary to your health and well-being. A negative 59 or 5 deserts responsibilities. Your life becomes one of degradation and defeat. Your cruelty and unfairness in trying to outwit others brings empty victories which crumble and leave you with nothing. You and all 59s should aim for higher consciousness. 59/5 as a temporary vibration. Travel, change, responsibility. Do not take speculative risks under this vibration. You may tend to be more impulsive now, so make an effort to think things through before acting. This impulsiveness can also cause accidents and injury. Therefore, maintain a moderate speed in your lifestyle. There can be travel and a variety of opportunities now. Excitement, movement, and romance make life more interesting. Be careful that you don't follow your impulses blindly. This can bring loss and slanderous talk, and your reputation can be affected. Remain positive and accept your responsibilities. Then you will come out on top. If you initiate changes after careful consideration, you will persevere. Situations encountered will be settled in your favor because you have the strength to stand up for what you believe. Tarot symbolism, 5 of Swords. The figure in the foreground represents one who has finished the job. The figure walking away has laid down his sword, but he is still not defeated. He merely shows that he knows when to fight and when to retreat. The other figure really is defeated and is weeping over this fact. This card represents 3 attitudes of mind. It shows that we must discriminate in all matters and stand on our convictions. Astrological correspondence. First decan Aquarius. To the Aquarian could be assigned the motto, "Every person a brother or sister." This is the sign of altruism. You are inspired by the concept of the Aquarian age. You are intelligent and self-confident and determined to achieve your chosen goal. You are also willing to fight to preserve your ideals. 60/6, as a personal number vibration. You have the ability to examine reason as a human institution, and then set it aside to make room for true wisdom, untainted by preconceived ideas. You may follow a literary career, although you can apply your mind to various pursuits with equal success. You prefer to work independently rather than in partnership. You are sought after for your cheerfulness, fairness, intelligence, and self-confidence. You make a good lawyer because clients feel secure with you. This vibration bestows a sense of power. You feel that you are under divine protection. People seek your advice and help because they also sense your healing qualities, both physical and mental. You are energetic and tirelessly strive toward a high goal of attainment. Nurses, advisors, and managers are under this vibration. You are often deemed an idealist. You combine logic and imagination in a unique manner. This shows a fine balance between your conscious and subconscious minds. You are a leader with a sense of justice. If you find yourself becoming egotistical, balance that trend through generosity and consideration for others. You must earn your success through sustained effort and conscientious work. Do not expect results without application. You are creative and inventive. Some notable artists have been born in this vibration, but all of them labored faithfully for their successes. Negatively, a 60 or 6 is a rebel. You pursue your independent ways regardless of the needs of others. You may waste your fine mind and creative talents in selfish endeavors. 60/6 as a temporary vibration. Passage, new home, proposals, love. After a period of struggle during this cycle, you are on your way to a successful and happy conclusion. The job is done, and you have paid your fare. There will be companionship, love, and a meeting of minds. You may receive a proposal or invitation to join with another in a mutual endeavor, which promises fulfillment. Someone may represent you in a meeting, or you may deal with someone's representative. There is a coming together aspect involved here. Travel is a possibility as this vibration indicates physical movement as well as mental. A new home and environment may result. An element of justice is present. Legal dealings may arise to bring about the peaceful settlement of unresolved issues. You may encounter lawyers, judges, or the courts in some way. Tarot symbolism, 6 of Swords. The man, woman, and child represent the Trinity in consciousness. They are moving to another shore. The water of the subconscious supports them. The man has no difficulty steering the boat because the water is calm. The swords are arranged in a line to act as a shield. The points are down, indicating that the work has been done. There is harmony within the minds, and they are all moving in the same direction under the guidance of the conscious mind. Man. Astrological correspondence. 2nd Decan Aquarius. You are a discriminating individual. You seek goals beyond the material and the intellectual and spiritual realms. Your career could take you to many parts of the world. You have the desire to see and to investigate beyond the place of your birth. You have charm, intellect, and a sense of power. Use your imagination constructively to make logical plans and get results that will benefit many. Often this takes place in artistic or literary fields. You have an uncanny ability to make your projects succeed. 61/7 as a personal number vibration. The key word for a 61 or 7 is achievement. This is a vibration of peace and sincerity. You have control over your emotions and command over others through your calm, deliberate manner. You are patient and sensible, and will achieve many of your goals through concentrated effort. You are intellectual, refined, and discriminating. You know intuitively that the future depends on the past, and you use past experiences to promote growth. An interest in the occult and mystical may lead you to work in a religious or spiritual field and live a celibate life. You are responsive and sympathetic to the needs of others. You may be idealistic, but at the same time, you are willing to work for your goals. Your creed is tolerance, and you believe that faith and spiritual development can cure all ills. Your well-rounded personality and high ethical standards could lead to a position as a foreign ambassador or diplomat. Your tolerance and idealism influence groups. You like to enjoy yourself, and you will travel because you do not like to stay long in one place. You seek perfection and will always feel that you have not done as much or as well as you should. People may find you elusive. Just when they think they have your number, you change unexpectedly. Some people find your actions contradictory. Others see the seeds of greatness, subtly hidden in your colorful personality. A negative 61 or 7 never quite succeeds. Your plans continually fall through, and others take what you feel is rightfully yours. 61/7 as a temporary vibration. Health, travel, completion. Listen to the good advice given you during this cycle. That advice may come from those in a position to know, or from your inner self. Since you need a period of quiet to hear and think about this information, you will be placed in a suitable environment to do so. Your health may require your attention. You may decide to take a sabbatical or vacation. Past efforts and attitudes are coming to fruition now. Your success depends upon how well you have handled both. If your plans have failed, or only been partially successful, or if someone else has attained what you want, then examine your procedures. Faith, integrity, and concern for others must dominate all your actions. Be tolerant of the errors of others now, and partial success may ultimately become a triumph. Tarot symbolism: 7 of Swords. The figure is hurrying away with an armful of swords. He turns around, wondering whether he should have taken the other 2 swords as well. This depicts uncertainty, hesitation, and partial success. The tents also show instability, for they are not permanent. Astrological correspondence: 3rd Decan Aquarius. You form strong attachments or partnerships. People seek you for advice because of your perception and sense of justice. You would make a good lawyer or judge, as you can easily see both sides of a question and would evaluate fairly. You demonstrate a cool, impersonal freedom in your own conduct. You may be considered elusive, yet you inspire confidence, perhaps beyond what you yourself may feel. To develop self-confidence, practice discipline and emotional control. Difficulties and uncertainties will then be resolved. 62/8 as a personal number. Vibration: you have the power to achieve wisdom and control of the forces within you, but you must not become a slave to the intellect, which casts off what it cannot understand through reason. You have an analytical and discriminating mind with an eye for detail. Order and regulation are important in your life. You are also efficient and could succeed in detailed work, such as chemistry, pharmacology, or any science involving experimentation. You will develop your intellect to satisfy your curiosity and desire for knowledge. You are clever, inventive, and inquisitive, and are willing to research to find answers. You may want to travel, but if no opportunity appears, you will indulge in mental flights instead. You write and compile facts and statistics with equal pleasure. You are a thinker, quick and perceptive. You dominate groups through your ability to organize and get things done, but you keep all activities running in a practical and efficient manner. You willingly accept responsibility, but you never attempt the impossible. Although aware of your limitations, you are confident that you can overcome obstacles. Through thought and care, you always seem to find a solution. You are trustworthy and responsible, a good neighbor and upright citizen. You want justice to prevail and may participate in community efforts to see that it does. You like quiet. Sometimes you like solitude so you can meditate. Study philosophy and learn to use your inner eye to see spiritual qualities. In this realm, you cannot be bound by material considerations. You will find the true wisdom you are capable of attaining. If you are a negative 62 or 8, you are restricted by the appearances of your environment. You remain in bondage to trouble, sickness, and burdens until you release yourself through true understanding. 62/8 as a temporary vibration. Impasse, restriction, responsibility. You may temporarily be involved in a situation which has reached an impasse or stalemate. You may feel restricted by your present surroundings and circumstances, or you may be censured or prevented in some way from expressing yourself. Difficulties with relatives may come to a head. Trouble and criticism cause deeper conflicts, which may result in health problems. The selfish motives of those you thought were your friends may now be exposed. However, if you are not afraid to leave old habits and circumstances behind, you will be free from fear, free to relax and enjoy your newly acquired insight. Take courses, meditate, develop a sound philosophy which goes beyond materialism. Discover the joys of the mind. Look within yourself for real values in life. See beyond the superficialities. If this has been your modus operandi all along, this period will bring the honor and recognition you have earned. Tarot symbolism, Eight of Swords. Although the figure is bound and blindfolded, she has found the opening through the barrier of swords, crosses. She travels the pathway of water, showing the power of the subconscious mind, which is always symbolized by water in the tarot. The castles in the background show substantial past accomplishments. Astrological correspondence. First Decan Gemini. The sign of the twins indicates duality. Those who are born in this area of the zodiac crave variety. You are happiest when you have several projects going at the same time. You are physically nimble, especially clever in any sort of handiwork. You easily learn to play musical instruments because of your flexible fingers. This tendency is also useful if you wish to do secretarial work. Writing, radio, or TV announcing would be good outlets for your talents. When a subject captures your interest, you are a very good student. 63/9 as a personal number. Vibration. You are a born missionary and reformer. You worry over the sorrows of the world. You seek truth and wish to work for the good of others. There is, in this vibration, a fine balance of heart and head. This allows you to promote your ideals, but prevents you from taking on the suffering of others. You may encounter struggles in which your emotions must be sublimated if you are to be successful. You are generous in sharing your good fortune with others. You are sensitive and sympathetic, and are always ready to lend a helping hand when the occasion requires. This concern for others often leads to the development of the gift of healing. Through this, you gain great happiness. You are independent. Your greatest inner struggle may be the desire for success at the sacrifice of some personal happiness. Self-control, discipline, patience, and acceptance of your finite nature is the way to balance this powerful and complicated vibration. Artistic ability, clairvoyance, and perception balance your unique personality. When you convert the threatening situations of life into tools with which to build a promising future, then you overcome all obstacles. You have won the battle which tries to chain the spirit to the mortal world. Your inspired faith in tomorrow, against all odds, teaches and uplifts others. If you are a negative 63 or 9, you become swamped in sorrows. You see nothing but pain and grief in your environment, and thereby waste your promising potential as an agent for hope in the world. 63/9. As a temporary vibration, struggles, unselfishness, healing. If doubts assail you and you find yourself worrying unduly during this cycle, it is because you must learn, through emotional turmoil, to become less emotional. As you become more attached to material things, you become increasingly sorry that you may lose them. This is a cycle of endings, when physical and mortal things must change. The struggles and delays you endure last only as long as your persistent attachment to them. You must exercise self-control over your emotions. Become patient, quiet, and receptive. You have healing powers now. Turn from your personal anxieties and share the experiences you have gained with those who need your wisdom. You can solve the problems of others and earn peace of mind and attain fulfillment. Tarot symbolism, Nine of Swords. The woman has an attitude of despair, regret, and contemplation. The coverlet, which is marked with the signs of the zodiac and the 7 planets, symbolizes the experiences that life has brought her. These bring sorrow only if we allow them to impel us. If we understand that difficulties are lessons for growth and development, sorrow is lessened and courage replaces frustration. The 9 swords are pointing east, toward the light. This indicates new beginnings in the dawning new day. Astrological correspondence, Second Decan Gemini. This is a more peaceful and less nervous Gemini decan, as the combined rulership of Mercury and Venus increases your sympathy and compassion for humanity. You enjoy the arts, music, and poetry. A chance for harmonious partnership and love tends to produce beauty and joy in your life. 64/1 as a personal number. Vibration. A 64/1 is extremely individualistic and often remains single. However, your magnetic personality, tolerance, liberal views, and charitable ways draw joy and affection into your life. You are especially effective with groups. Happiness and fellowship are more important to you than fame or wealth. The contacts you make will help you attain your goals, which may include wealth if you should so decide. You want security in life, and you are willing to work for it. You have fortitude, perseverance, and determination. You always finish a task even though it is distasteful. You are intuitive and a good judge of human nature. Your keen intellectual perceptions will serve you well if you decide on a literary career, or decide to become a professor or public speaker. Professional work is better for you than efforts in the commercial field. Your conscious, subconscious, and superconscious minds work in unison, making almost anything possible for you through meditation and concentration on your life work. You are stable, honest, and practical, a respected human being who leads a proper life as a good neighbor and citizen. You know how to balance your responsibilities with recreation and rest. The lighter side of life lifts your spirits and provides a humorous respite. Your will to win comes from your strong positive attitude and determination to let nothing get you down. Scientific and spiritual matters interest you. Once you have awakened the life force, or kundalini, within you and accepted the true nature of reality, which is change, you will have the power to overcome all negative forces. A negative 64 or 1 suffers many losses and failures. You cling desperately to the material world of fear. Because you hang on, each loss brings greater suffering. You have not learned to develop a spiritual belief in what cannot be seen but nevertheless exists, faith and the immortality of the soul. 64/1. As a temporary vibration, responsibility tests awareness. This is a perfect time to develop your inner awareness through some form of metaphysical discipline such as meditation, yoga, TM, mind control, or the like. Through spiritual pursuits, you will learn that change is a constant cycle in the universe. All things must die and be reborn in new forms. Detach yourself from the experiences in your life, and you will acquire the wisdom and fortitude to persevere toward your goals. You can be your own worst enemy if you let sudden burdens and disappointments defeat you. There can be trials under this vibration. By handling them, you open a door in your life and discover the path of your destiny. One special person may be on that path to accompany you. Tarot symbolism, 10 of Swords. The 10 swords pierce the spine at the centers. The 4 centers are points of connection at which energy flows in the etheric double of the body of a human being. The red robe of desire drapes over the lower centers, but is held fast by the awakened discriminative sense. The background colors, yellow and blue in equal proportions, show the balance of the 2 parts of mind, conscious and subconscious. The hilts of the swords in the form of crosses are throwing the white light of superconsciousness, penetrating the black abyss of unknown mysteries. Astrological correspondence. 3rd Decan Gemini. A good intellect, mental stability, and balance are the gifts of this Decan. You have the power of concentration, and you very likely will pursue a career in science. You could pioneer in electronics or in energy production. Your ability to judge human nature without prejudice or bias is a valuable asset in your business and social life. 5. The Pentacles. 65/11, as a personal number, vibration. This is one of the best master number 11s for obtaining material success. You will succeed through your perseverance, intelligence, and maturity. By harnessing your energies and directing them constructively, you create abundance in your life. Good things seem to come to you almost without effort. You are systematic and orderly, with a talent for organization. Others look to you for security. You are a natural leader who achieves power and authority in the business world, with control over large industries and businesses. Important people are in your sphere of influence. They can help you to advance your status and reach your goals. You are practical and reserved and invest your riches wisely for the benefit of those around you. You are a patron of literature and the arts. You believe in education, good manners, and a conventional approach to life. Your life will include a happy marriage, surrounded by comfort, productivity, and powerful friends. A negative 65 or 11 uses money extravagantly in speculation, gambling, and frivolity. You may even use your resources for evil ends. Your power is used for self-gratification through material pleasures and possessions. 65/11 as a temporary vibration. Promotion, risks, assistance. This is a master number period which requires more, and in return, gives more than any other number vibration. You can expect to elevate your present status. Money, position, and influence are yours. The rewards are in exact proportion to your previous output, and if this has been substantial, you will revel in the riches life gives you. Influential people, especially of the opposite sex, will help you advance your position. You will have the power you desire in your chosen field. Maintain a practical approach to all affairs. Share your good fortune with others. You can afford to be generous now. However, extravagance and unwise speculation can lead to losses, so keep a balance. Marriage under this vibration is fruitful and successful. Tarot symbolism, King of Pentacles. The king is dressed in a robe decorated with grapes. They symbolize fruitfulness and plenty. The Taurian symbols decorating the throne indicate money, possessions, and material gifts. The buildings shown are not merely houses, but are castles of substantial size. Luxury is also evident in the heavy carving adorning the throne, and the golden crown topped with a wreath of roses, the symbol of elevated desires. Since the roses are on top of the crown, at the highest point of the figure, they indicate that the desires have been fulfilled. The mace in the king's right hand is a symbol of authority and power. The golden pentacle in the left hand shows an ability to handle money wisely. Astrological correspondence. First decan Capricorn. This decan is Saturn ruled and is the mid-heaven of the natural zodiac. It relates to honor, fame, and ambition. If Capricorn, or any cardinal sign, is on the midheaven in your individual horoscope, some sort of prominence is indicated, depending on details in other parts of the chart. You have a talent for leadership and organization. You are persevering and thorough, thrifty and industrious, systematic and orderly. Education and the arts are important to you. You have good taste and conventional manners. You are the aristocrat of the zodiac, the most noble of the numbers, expressed in high and serious goals. 66/3. As a personal number vibration. You are intelligent, thoughtful, and responsible. Your public-spirited and idealistic nature inspires you to do something to solve the social problems you see. There is a practical side to your nature, too. You use your talents wisely and productively to achieve tangible results. Your magnetism attracts whatever you desire. As a result, you achieve great wealth and security. You are charitable and generous. You use your wealth and talents to help those who are less fortunate. You are a truly noble person. You appreciate the finer things in life, and you love to surround yourself with beauty. Your home must be comfortable and well decorated, as you enjoy splendor if it is expressed in good taste. Flattery and deception have absolutely no place in your personality. Truth and fairness rule your conduct. You are faithful and trustworthy, as you value your integrity. You are practical and determined in carrying out your plans. Others appreciate your sound business advice. Once you give your affection, you are a devoted partner and mate, supportive in every way. As a negative 66 or 3, you may refuse to accept responsibility because you fear failure. You end up very dependent on others, and even worse, you allow your vast talents to lie fallow and eventually die. 66/3 as a temporary vibration. Friends, money, travel. This period deals with the material aspects of life and the pleasures and comforts derived from it. Money and possessions are accentuated. You will gain more affluence and prestige in some manner. An influential friend may assist you, or you could receive an inheritance or promotion. The courts and the legal profession could be involved. Educational pursuits will bring wealth and influence. If you have dreamed of a special vacation or trip, you will now have the funds to fulfill that desire. Enough money is available for you to feel opulent and secure. Your mind is very active now. Channel this energy to create a successful business or otherwise bring about tangible results. Tarot symbolism, Queen of Pentacles. The queen is dressed in an elegant but conservative costume which befits her character. Her throne is decorated with symbols of fruitfulness. The goat, symbol of Capricorn, is carved into the arms of the throne. Flowers are in bloom all around her. The hare is also a symbol of fertility and productiveness. Cherubs always indicate the protection of divine beings, who radiate love, peace, happiness, and contentment. Astrological correspondence. Second decan Capricorn. The second decan of Capricorn, Taurus dominant, Earth and Venus co-ruling, produces not only a practical individual with an eye on financial gains and prestigious positions, but also a determined, loyal, and sometimes stubborn individual. It would be hard to imagine anyone with these qualities who would not become successful in whatever endeavor he or she chose. Certainly, with this number, this is the case. 67/4 as a personal number. Vibration. You are a trustworthy, practical person and a good worker. Material progress and hard work are most important to you. You have matured to the point where you can pursue your goals without depending on others. You accept responsibility for your life and future. Persistence and hard work are your formulae for success and peace of mind. You view the future calmly and methodically plan for it. You handle money well. It is, you feel, a tool for cultivating more resources. You have no anxiety over money because you have faith that it will increase tenfold if invested wisely. You have a common sense approach to life. You are artistic, creative, and inventive. These talents are used to perform a service to others. You produce the products that supply our personal needs and comforts. You nurture and protect the goods of your community so that others may eventually benefit from them. You satisfy your appreciation of beauty and derive emotional satisfaction from this. You win a victory over your world and earn your rest. A negative 67 or 4 is lazy and unproductive. You shirk responsibility and want others to take care of you. You never seem to have enough money or other goods to supply your needs. 67/4 as a temporary vibration. Work, patience, firmness. Patience is a virtue now. You must be methodical. Plan each step you take. Do not depend upon others for help. Rather, use your own talents and resources to get ahead. Money is an issue, and budgeting may be necessary. Handle your finances wisely. If you take care of money, it will take care of you. By performing services that supply vital commodities for others, you can be assured of financial success now. Do not allow your routine to become monotonous, but do maintain a steady drive to achieve your goals. Unemployment or difficulty with your job means you should look to your work habits and your attitude toward your position. If you are in the wrong profession, make a change. If you like your work, examine different avenues of approach until you find one that will benefit you and ultimately others. Tarot symbolism, the Knight of Pentacles. The knight is pictured riding a workhorse. He is contemplating work well done, while at the same time planning a course of action before he starts again. He considers the situation calmly to decide on the wisest moves. His weapon is money. He knows that a wise investment means power on the material plane. His helmet and the bridle of his horse are decorated with the leaves of the grapevine, symbolizing fruitfulness. The field ahead is an open plain, showing cultivation to be done as seasons come and go. Astrological correspondence. Winter, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. This night presides over the winter season, when the fruits of labor have been stored for the winter's use and security. In this area of the zodiac, much of the creative, inventive, and artistic work is carried on. So it is with prudence that the night has stored the products of the harvest, allowing opportunity for other types of labor to continue. 68/5 as a personal number vibration. You have a strong attraction for money and luxuries, and may become infatuated by them. You enjoy beautiful surroundings, and will learn how to earn them, probably through mental rather than physical labor. Through clever planning, you achieve your goals. Because clever planning requires an acute mind, you respect learning. You are willing to listen to new ideas and take advice from others. Although somewhat of an introvert, You are a communicator whose purpose is to bring your ideas into the material world. You appear poised and confident, an image you wish to project. Within, you are concerned and careful about the decisions you make. You are diligent and cautious as you build for a permanent and comfortable future. Strict attention to planning and organization account for a large share of your success. As a negative 68 or 5, you can be a schemer. You become obsessed with a desire for material possessions. This creates a sense of urgency which obliterates all caution. Waste and loss result. 68/5 as a temporary vibration. Education, planning, travel, new paths. Be careful. During this period, an exaggerated materialism may prompt you to spend and react unwisely. Set about to achieve your desires through proper planning and attention to details. Your organizational ability and receptivity to new ideas can be turned to profit. Someone you meet may be a catalyst in your decision to follow one course or another. Be flexible. Accept invitations to socialize and travel. They bring opportunities which aid you in building a sound future. Educational opportunities may arise. Accept them, for they can open new doors. Communication during this cycle serves to establish priorities and strengthen financial or business dealings. There can be ups and downs and possibly some waste or loss. These phases are intended to eliminate the unnecessary. Use discrimination, plan carefully, and the future is yours. Tarot symbolism. Page of Pentacles. The page holds the pentacle lightly, with nonchalance. On the outer surface, he appears calm, while within, there is great care and concern that the right choices are made. The mountain of attainment is in the background. The flowers in the foreground show that the attention now is on the immediate future. The page is nevertheless aware of the goal to be reached in the distant future. Astrological correspondence. Third decan Capricorn. This is the Virgo decan, which brings in the eye for detail and the fine discriminatory sense that results in good planning and organization. You have poise, confidence, and good taste, but you do not believe in gaudy or showy displays. 69/6 as a personal number. Vibration. You have all the talents necessary to create a life of material success and emotional contentment. This is the beginning in which some of the vast resources of the natural environment are placed in your hands. You could mold these resources and produce fortune, honor, and fame. Your work is not done until you learn and apply the principle of values on the material plane. The wheel of success turns, propelled by your energy and drive. You are attracted to luxury and beauty, and you have the proper attitude to attain them. To express yourself completely, you must be comfortable materially and contented mentally. You enjoy the divine protection which this vibration seems to offer. Once you have attained success on the material plane, in the business or financial world, you share your bounty generously. Contributions are made to the arts and other pursuits that bring pleasure and culture to people. Your generosity is repaid, and your riches increase, reaffirming the value you place in the Earth's resources. As a negative 69 or 6, you become infatuated with the pursuit of worldly possessions, and once attained, hoard them avariciously. Your greed corrupts you and assures you material comforts but little contentment. 69/6 as a temporary vibration. Honor, fame, money, contentment. You are showered with honor, fame, money, and happiness. The fruits of your labor are in your hands for your consumption. Your past diligent efforts are rewarded. At home, in your profession, and in your community, you are respected and admired. As your finances increase, you can afford to be generous. You should contribute in some measure to the environment about you. This is such a good vibration that the negative aspect still brings material comforts and financial gains. However, the inner contentment felt with the positive side of 69 or 6 is lacking. Tarot symbolism. Ace of Pentacles. The hand of God is holding the pentacle as an offering to those who will learn to grasp its meaning. It seems to suggest that all may partake of material goods and reach the mountain of attainment after recognition that the universal consciousness is offered to all who seek it. The lilies in the foreground represent purified desires. The roses represent the energetic drive behind the desires of the flesh. The twin mountains of attainment, seen through the arch of roses, indicate that the goal is in sight, although still in the distant future. Astrological correspondence. The element Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Since the aces rule the elements, the ace of Earth bestows the material wealth and security which is so greatly needed and desired during the life sojourn. Fortune, honor, and fame are the goals of earthly consciousness. Material and mental contentment and divine protection seem to completely express what we most strive to attain. 70/7 as a personal number. Vibration. This is considered a fortunate vibration because it offers business opportunities. You are thoughtful, prudent, ambitious, and diplomatic. You are well liked in your business and social life. You believe in being fair in all your dealings and are probably the only 7 that should attempt a partnership. The 0 gives divine protection. Your creativity has commercial value. You devise ingenious methods to solve problems and promote products. You also know how to get the most out of your money. Changing situations will continually confront you. At all times, be ready to handle these circumstances and bring about harmonious solutions. You are aware of opposing forces and have intuitive understanding of other people's emotions. While skillfully controlling your own feelings, you bring about peaceful and satisfactory settlements. You are thrifty and practical. Your poise, self-confidence, and managerial ability should earn you an executive position. You may do a great deal of traveling for business, or at the very least, be actively involved in communication. Messages and exchanges are the crux of your work. Your perseverance and endurance prevail, and you become successful. Be sure to balance your personality by allowing equal time for work and play. As a -70 or 7, you live a life of pretense. You cannot handle more than one situation at a time, especially if they are conflicting. You are moody. Your life reflects your instability by its many ups and downs. 70/7 as a temporary vibration, partnership, travel, business. This is a period of business activity. You may be offered a partnership that will be financially profitable in the long run. If both parties deal with fairness and integrity, the union will have cosmic protection. Creative ideas emerge to offer unique ways to solve difficulties or promote products. This will enhance your business. Remain alert to changing conditions around you. Fluctuating trends need to be considered. Messages and communications regarding business abound. Travel for business purposes may be necessary. You can settle disputes or difficulties amicably because you have insight into the opposing forces at work. Keep your imagination under control and don't envision problems where there are none. If you allow imaginary troubles to block the positive flow here, you will lose out financially and professionally. Your health may then suffer. Tarot symbolism. 2 of Pentacles. The person pictured is a clever juggler. His material is money. The horizontal 8, the cosmic lemniscate, means infinity. Here it signifies a desire for balanced and continuous activity, rather than struggle and strain in attaining ambitions. This is an ongoing process. The ships in the background on the crests of the waves seem to be skillfully piloted, denoting prosperous ventures or success in commerce. The figure's outer garment is made of leather, which shows a desire for lasting qualities, dominance, and good use of the animal and lower kingdoms. Astrological correspondence. First decan Capricorn. This decan bestows ambition and diplomacy, with plenty of perseverance and endurance. You handle management positions with ease and will eventually work your way into executive positions. Because you are confident, thrifty, and practical, you do well in leadership roles. 71/8 as a personal number. Vibration. This is a number of constructive material accomplishments. You are dynamic, determined, and forceful. With your persistence, you finish whatever you decide to do. You work within the accepted norm, learn your trade, and become skilled in your craft. You do not allow dogma or frivolity to distract you. Although disciplined, sensible, and aggressive, you sometimes attempt the impossible. However, you realize your limitations and overcome them through sheer hard work. You are dependable, a rock of Gibraltar, inspiring others with your stability. You must remember to take time off for vacations, rest and recreation to prevent tension from building up, which would be the case if you insist on constantly applying your energy to work alone. Think what the word recreation means: to recreate. You need leisure time to recharge and tap your creative sources. Exercising outdoors and communing with nature have healing effects on you. You are affectionate and sympathetic and instinctively understand the situations which are presented for your solution. Your skills, your desire to acquire wealth, and your willingness to progress slowly and steadily to that end assure you financial success. As a negative 71 or 8, you are indifferent to the development of your skills, and therefore you accomplish little. You pay the price, however, because it will all catch up with you. 71/8. As a temporary vibration: opportunity, advancement, gain. Apply yourself diligently and develop your skills, and you will obtain employment which will ensure your financial security. This can only be obtained through hard work, so use this period for professional development. Be dependable, steady, and reliable. Those in authority will be impressed by your cleverness, skill, and persistence. Business contracts and job promotions can result. Think big, expand your horizons, allow your creative potential a chance to show what it can do. You are on your way to the top. As you climb, be sure to take time to help those along the way who may not be operating under the powerful influence you are. The honor and recognition bestowed upon you now will increase your bank account as well. If you are a negative 71 or 8, you allow the opportunity for professional development to pass. As a result of your laziness, opportunities will be lost forever. Tarot symbolism. 3 of Pentacles. A laborer is shown working on a cathedral, symbolizing that one should work to improve the temple or the person as a whole. The laborer earns success and rewards for good and faithful work. He pays little attention to the 2 figures seeking to distract him either through dogma or frivolity. Astrological correspondence. 2nd Decan Capricorn. This area of the zodiac gives a desire to acquire worldly goods. You are willing to progress slowly and steadily towards that goal. You go about your work quietly but steadily to attain the heights you have set for yourself. Real estate, agriculture, or mining would be suitable professions for you. 72/9 as a personal number. Vibration. You seek satisfaction through directing mundane affairs and accumulating earthly power. You are keenly analytical and see things in terms of material advantage. This is one of the most practical vibrations for handling material matters skillfully and constructively. You want to amass a fortune, and you have the practical ability, ambition, and conviction to do so. The urge here is to build on a large scale and make every penny count. You cannot stand loss through carelessness or wastefulness. You are generous and merciful, but have the tenacity to hold on to money and to accumulate the material goods you desire. You are cautious lest the goal you have set for yourself be interfered with. At the same time, your diligent efforts provide services for others. You have a strong character. Your standards are high, and you possess an innate stability, a gift of balanced and logical thinking, through which you achieve harmony and happiness. Through generosity, you overcome your fear of poverty. You want your life to be one of usefulness and constructive accomplishments. Then others look to you as a model of practical earthly success. As a negative 72 or 9, you can be selfish, clinging to your possessions out of fear that someone may take them from you. Your miserliness shuts you into a lonely and desolate existence where your wealth offers little pleasure because you spend every moment guarding it. 72/9. As a temporary vibration: increase, wealth, satisfaction. Your attention is turned toward material matters. By keenly analyzing your financial condition, you can amass a fortune. You need to build major enterprises with an eye toward every detail and a hand on the purse strings. Be persevering. Let nothing deter you from your goal, a goal that is practical and useful to others. If you suffer setbacks or losses, examine your motives. Material achievement to satisfy your own need for security and allay your fear of poverty can bring failure. If you strive for success through the sustained effort and skillful execution of your talents and organizational abilities, you will achieve the material success which you seek. You can then rest upon your earned laurels. Tarot symbolism, Four of Pentacles. The figure is shown very much closed up within himself. Every extremity is bound by material value. His attitude is that of one who is grasping and holding on. Skillful handling of money is shown by the perfectly balanced pentacle on top of the unadorned crown on his head. He has little regard for personal adornment, as shown by the carelessly laced shoes and the ragged cloak or shawl thrown about his shoulders and waist. The buildings behind him show much past material accomplishment, yet he is still clinging to his material values, wanting to accumulate and build more. The lesson here is that earthly riches do nothing for the inner soul, for the figure looks poor in spite of his many possessions. Astrological correspondence. Third Decan Capricorn. This area of the zodiac produces a practical, ambitious person who is adaptable and discriminating. You want your life to be one of usefulness and constructive accomplishments. You see things in terms of how they will fit into your financial scheme of advancement. By learning to share the abundance you receive from life, you will overcome any fear of poverty. 73/1. As a personal number, vibration. The key word here is wisdom. The wisdom to acquire harmony within, to grasp the inner light, to know that to work for material reward alone brings impoverishment, while work for the deed itself brings spiritual fulfillment. You are well aware that you would have to endure the misery and burdens of the world if you took an avaricious approach to life and denied the spiritual light within. You have a fine flow of energy, enduring stamina, and the ability to self-start and recharge yourself. Because fear is not part of your language, your self-confidence is superb and serves as an inspiration to others. You are strong-willed, affectionate, and patient. Your good business sense and financial ability will bring you blessings. A powerful combination of factors operate to give you a personality that can sometimes produce miracles. You should always use your abilities with honesty, idealism, and integrity. You can become a power for good in the world and make it a better place in which to live. If you are a negative 73 or 1, you are obstinate, self-willed, and slow to develop. Your wisdom is attained only through physical, material, and financial hardships, in which you must choose between material pursuits and spiritual riches. When you look to the light within, a change in consciousness takes place, and the material aspects of life flow easily. 73/1 as a temporary vibration. Work, meditation, values. Be aware that a preoccupation with the purely material side of life can bring only disappointment. Work and personal endeavors are emphasized here. However, you should pursue them with a delight in the accomplishment itself, and not out of a need for the material rewards. Indulging yourself out of a subconscious need for self-importance can bring temporary gains that will ultimately end in misfortune. The losses that can occur during this cycle serve only to place your purposes and aims in proper perspective. The transient nature of the material world should encourage you to look for deeper values. You should obtain some books on philosophy, spend time in meditation, or sign up for a course in some metaphysical discipline, which will expose you to other ways to deal with the circumstances in your life. The positive result of this cycle is wisdom. Tarot symbolism. 5 of Pentacles. The two figures in the picture represent physical and mental poverty. They serve as a warning to seek the light within, which is indicated by the lighted window. The card is meant to show that inner riches far outshine any material fortunes. The message here is, turn to your inner powers for guidance and avoid the poverty of consciousness to be found if attention is on the outer world alone. Astrological correspondence. First Decan Taurus. This area of the zodiac is noted for its strong will and great endurance. You have good business and financial abilities. You are fond of ease, good food, and the luxuries of life. Artistic talent may be present in the form of singing or other creative abilities. 74/11 as a personal number vibration. This is a master number vibration. It requires more than most number vibrations, but as a result, it returns more. The most important element in this vibration is the balancing of debts, both present and karmic. You feel a need and desire to set things right in your life, in your community, and in the world, as far as your influence and responsibility can take you. You are idealistic, with a firm faith that you can make your dreams come true. You balance charity with justice, willingly sharing your material prosperity with others out of concern and a desire to balance the scales. In adjusting your values, you expiate karmic debts through positive action. It is your job to control and maintain the economic factors that keep our society alive and functioning. Your scientific and social inclinations could lead you into chemistry, medicine, or professions connected with food and hygiene. Whatever you choose, you need to maintain a fine emotional balance so that your moods will not fluctuate from ecstasy to gloom. You are popular with the opposite sex because of your grace, charm, self-confidence, and independence. You have a keen sense of your own worth. You can direct group activities and inspire confidence because you always give a fair deal. When you keep your many talents balanced, material success is assured. Then you must become the philanthropist, sharing your prosperity and influence with the needy of the world. Only in this manner will your worldly attainment possess any real value. If you are a negative 74 or 11, you can be unscrupulous in the pursuit of financial success and security. You need money in proportion to your insecurities, and you can become a miser, drawing jealousy and resentment upon yourself by your actions. 74/11 as a temporary vibration. Gifts, inheritances, balance, sharing. This is a master number vibration. You are given more opportunity for achievement, and you will reap greater rewards if you fulfill the extra demand. This is a karmic period that requires balancing and sharing. This implies that there has been an imbalance prior to this that must be atoned for and settled. The resulting rewards, be they material or spiritual, must be shared with others. You will attract others who will be inspired by your charm and self-confidence. You can perform effectively in group activities. You have the ambition to pursue your goals. Great rewards come from the expression of your talents. Material prosperity is now bestowed on you. You may receive gifts from an admirer, honor from your peers, or perhaps an inheritance. Remember, the lesson now is sharing. A negative use of 74 or 11 brings undesirable friendships and jealousy. You accrue debts and suffer losses. Your unscrupulous methods bring only sorrow. Tarot symbolism, 6 of Pentacles. The central figure holding the scales is the benefactor, as indicated by the master number and the area of the zodiac's relationship. The key pictures the condition when values are learned and the material substances of life are shared. The other figures depict the opposite condition, when the positive side is neglected, and the negative condition, objects of charity, results from carelessness. You can choose to create the positive or the negative in your own future. Astrological correspondence, 2nd Decan Taurus. This decan includes the scientific influence of the Virgo vibration. You have a discriminating and critical mind. You could be a career analyst or follow a line in the social services, or choose chemistry as related to health matters, such as hygiene, food, or diets. You could also be a sympathetic nurse or doctor. You could develop methods of preserving and handling foods for market. You are popular with the opposite sex because of your grace, ability, and idealism. 75/3 as a personal number. Vibration. This vibration brings growth if you remain firm and independent. Much depends upon your persistence and effort. You have potential, but attainment calls for hard and steady work, which inwardly you know is necessary. You know that it takes time for your efforts to bear fruit, that you must be calm and patient while waiting, and you must unceasingly apply yourself to the task at hand. Under this number, you will really reap what you have sown. Everything from prize fighters to editors, from dramatic actors to musicians, is covered under this number. All, however, had to maintain a persistent effort to achieve their fame and position. You have what it takes to become successful: fortitude and discipline. Your practical nature is coupled with ambition. You get along well with your contemporaries, You could become interested in metaphysics or philosophy, but you would keep everything on a practical basis. You want to see concrete proof before you accept controversial concepts. You are serious about life, sober and sensible. With both feet firmly on the ground, you accomplish your goals. Opportunities for more responsible positions come to you, and you accept the challenges with courage. You reach a higher status in life than was present at your birth through your determination and stamina. With all the material success you attain, you still realize the need for the investigation and development of your spiritual side. A negative 75 or 3 worries over money or lack of it. You are impatient when rewards are not immediately forthcoming. Your anxieties can affect your health and cause you to give up easily. 75/3 as a temporary vibration. Money, travel, patience, hard work. During this cycle, you must exercise patience and perseverance. You have to learn that rewards come only after hard work. A steady application of energy toward a positive goal is necessary. Once these lessons have been learned, the success you strive for is yours. Karma has control here because your success is in direct proportion to the effort you extend. You should unite practicality with ambition. See the situation as it really is, and decide if it has any real value. If it does, proceed with determination to see the job accomplished. Always opt for concrete results. Your contemporaries are willing to assist you, so reach out to those on whom you can depend. Positions of authority can open for you. Meet them with confidence and a sense of responsibility. Always keep in mind the ethics and morality of your actions. New opportunities may require travel, so be flexible. A negative reaction brings frustration over financial matters. There are delays, and you may feel impatient and restricted. The only solution is a calm acceptance of time as the eternal healer, and a resolution to get down to business and work with a positive attitude. Tarot symbolism. 7 of Pentacles. The young man pictured has attained a considerable show of success through his diligence. He now contemplates his work and notices the lack of fruit on the beautiful full-leaved vine. He realizes it has borne only leaves. He has arrived with his cutting blade to reap the harvest. Now he contemplates what could have been lacking in his efforts. He is made to realize that material things are not enough to feed the soul. The nourishment of life comes only through spiritual cultivation. Astrological correspondence. 3rd Decan Taurus. This area of the zodiac has produced many different types of individuals, all of whom have applied determination and persistence to achieve their goals. You have an independent and disciplined attitude. The Taurian plodding is here sparked with ambition. You accept challenges and responsible positions and go on to even higher achievement. 76/4 as a personal number. Vibration. You are endowed with the ability to be a genius in your given field. You are accomplished in a craft or trade, and are a self-made person who works not for others, but for yourself. You do not look for support, but painstakingly apply yourself to the task at hand. You take life seriously and are both honest and modest about your accomplishments. Gain comes through dear thinking rather than emotional desire. You use logic in making decisions because you are accurate and analytical, a good planner and organizer, always adhering to orderly and steady growth as the proven way of advancement. You are not a world beater as far as worldly attainment is measured, but you show progress by the example of your lifestyle, and thus quietly teach others a sure way to successful achievement. What you do accomplish will be of great benefit in the long run, both to yourself and others. You should guard against all work and no play. Overwork can give way to anxiety and worry. Relax at proper intervals and take regular vacations to preserve your health. Allow time for spiritual awakening. This is also important for total happiness and gracious living. You exemplify wisdom evolving from quiet work. If you are a negative 76 or 4, you either never develop your skills and remain unproductive, or else you develop them for evil gains through fraud or forgery. This can only mean failure. 76/4. As a temporary vibration, training, employment, skills. You now have the ability to develop your skills through some kind of training, apprenticeship, or job opportunity. You should apply yourself to the task with concentration and dedication resolving to improve your talents carefully and painstakingly. Do not allow emotions to gain the upper hand. Proceed with a clear head. Use logic and organization to achieve your goals. Work quietly and unassumingly, for bravado is not the method of approach here. Your accomplishments during this cycle will prove valuable in long-range goal planning. Be sure to set aside periods for rest and relaxation. The tendency here is to push too hard, work too long, and become overtired. This can bring on health problems. Balance your work with play. You are in a training period which is preparing you for future employment. Tarot symbolism. Eight of Pentacles. A workman dressed in plain garments, covered with a leather apron, is diligently carving a golden pentacle, symbol of money. The large stack of work piled high shows that he has kept at the job faithfully. His back is turned to everything else in the world. His attention is on his work alone. This picture shows honesty, attention to fine details, and expert skills. It may also suggest that all work and no play makes a dull life, although pleasure and satisfaction may come from the acquisition of wealth. Astrological correspondence. First decan Virgo. The modesty of Virgo shows through your quiet desire to be an example for others. You accomplish your goals by proceeding carefully and showing concern that the job is done properly and orderly. You must watch a tendency to overwork and time for leisurely pleasures. 77/5 as a personal number. Vibration. Fruitfulness, productivity, and physical perfection are the key words for this vibration. You have all the comforts of life. Your good fortune may have come from thrift and industry, or through unexpected and mysterious means, such as legacies or gifts of appreciation. At any rate, you are very comfortable and protected, which allows you periods for reflection and pleasurable pursuit. You have the insight to understand others, and you draw people to you. You are popular and self-confident. Emotionally, you adjust to circumstances. You can be free and humorous or extremely cautious and serious as the occasion demands. Although you are shrewd and prudent, there is an imaginative and creative side to you in this highly sensitive vibration. Practicality and thoroughness are your foremost traits. Your ambition may arouse a desire to rise in station through responsibilities in social service or public life. Your urge for higher achievement prods you onward. Your tact will aid you in this climb. You handle all affairs with skill. There is something of the aristocrat here, for you have all the material needs and physical enjoyments one could desire. But you nevertheless feel a duty to offer your services to bring about higher accomplishments for the world. If you express the negative 77 or 5, you may lose through extravagance the possessions you love so dearly. You thereby forfeit the privilege of indulging your personal pleasures. Your family and friends may be among your losses. 77/5 as a temporary vibration. Good fortune, popularity, achievement. From an unexpected source, you may receive gifts, money, or an inheritance. This good fortune can evolve in mysterious ways, or it may be the result of your prudence and industriousness. However it comes, you will now have the resources for travel, entertainment, and other pleasurable ventures. You will attract many friends, improve your social life, and find yourself the center of attention. You are bright and charming. However, if circumstances demand, you can immediately become serious. Your creative side is awakened now. Enjoy this affluent period, but also be practical in all you do. Extravagance can cause dissipation and loss of money. Look at the goals you can achieve now that you have been released from financial cares. Tarot symbolism. 9 of Pentacles. A woman is shown elegantly dressed with symbols of love, wealth, and abundance in unmistakable evidence. The key depicts luxury and ease. The falcon on her hand is a symbol of aristocracy, as only those who have wealth and leisure can indulge in the art of falconry. The vines in the background are lush with fruit, thus completing this picture of ample wealth and security. Astrological correspondence. Third decan Virgo. This area of the zodiac bestows a great awakening of ambition, a desire to be more persevering, and an urge for high achievement. This reflects a period in the life when further opportunity for advancement will be offered. Tact and diplomacy are attributes of your personality that make you skillful in handling your affairs. For those who are aggressive, There will be opportunity to serve and to gain honor and recognition. This period often brings wealth and all-around better conditions. 78/6 as a personal number. Vibration. Here is ultimate attainment of desires on both the material and spiritual planes. 12 is considered the number of the perfect cycle, as in the 12 months of the year and the 12 signs of the zodiac. The extension of 12, arrived at by adding together the numbers 1 through 12, is 78. In this number there is a high potency indeed. You know that you have reached attainment by extraordinary effort. You used great strength and persistence to reach a high material goal. Diligence and a well-ordered life round out the effort. Emotions are kept in a proper place in the midst of your luxury. Your high idealism and finely balanced nature create a desire to serve. Surrounded by family, tradition, wealth, and comfort, you are now released from the vicissitudes of labor and are able to pursue philanthropic endeavors which will aid humanity. You are an extrovert, confident, secure in your possessions, ready to utilize your mental sagacity to establish fine living conditions and a semblance of justice in the world around you. Your love of art and beauty prompts you to support cultural endeavors financially. You will not work for the sake of work, but only to establish and add an element of beauty to the better side of life. You have the financial influence to bring about such results. Harmony in the material world is a measure of what the balance between spirit and matter can produce. A fulfilling and comfortable life. If you express the negative 78 or 6, you can lose more than others because you have the potential to gain so much more. Since misfortunes and burdens can plague you, use caution in all your endeavors. 78/6. As a temporary vibration, great fortune, happy family, the arts. You can acquire a great fortune during this cycle, both materially and spiritually. The seeds of ultimate fulfillment lie here, a fulfillment achieved through personal effort and tremendous perseverance. Leisure time, pleasure, and the satisfaction of sensual desires create a feeling of well-being and self-confidence. You should maintain a level head in the midst of this opulence and set your sights on cultural achievements which can bring an uplift to the soul. Pursue creative work now and support the world of beauty and art. A happy family life can be established here. Family lineage and prestige gain significance and children abound. The idealistic structures you build under this vibration will have lasting and profound effects upon those who come in contact with them. They are monuments to the perfect balance between the material and spiritual. Do not allow yourself to degenerate into a state of idleness and dissipation because of the luxury bestowed on you now. The material life is only temporary. Eventually, one has to confront the soul. Tarot symbolism, 10 of Pentacles. This scene depicts both plain and intricate structural designs. There are also shown 3 phases of humanity which stand for 3 states of consciousness. The man, woman, and child are symbolic of conscious mind, subconscious mind, and superconscious mind. Off to the side is the ancient, observing and knowing the future of those he sees through the arch. The 2 gray dogs denote the development of the animal kingdom. Gray is the result of mixing black and white. This shows balance. Notice the balance scales built solidly on the arch, above the ancient's head. This implies that balance is won and the scales can no longer be tipped. The pentacles are arranged in the pattern of the Tree of Life design, showing that the greatest attainment comes from achieving balance while on the earth plane. This is a picture of success and fulfillment in every way. Astrological correspondence. 3rd decan Virgo. Financial prospects are good in this area of the zodiac if combined with the ability to use this influence properly. You have a sense of purpose without being too obstinate and serious. This comes from a combination of Saturn, Venus, and Mercury. These qualities bring pleasure, art, and practicality together. This results in service and sympathy in whatever affairs you meet during your lifetime. End of main book. Appendix. Synthesis of numerology, astrology, and the tarot. Numerology, astrology, and the tarot are different ways of exploring the cycles of life experience. In this appendix, The material presented in Part 2 of this book is summarized in table and chart form so that you can more easily see how each of these three ancient systems relates to the others. As you know, the 78 keys of the tarot are divided into two groups, the major arcana and the minor arcana. The major arcana correspond to the numbers 0 to 22. These numbers are the God-powered 0, the base digits 1 to 9, and the first cycle of double-digit numbers up to the second master number, 22. These numbers and their corresponding tarot keys represent archetypal life patterns and are linked astrologically with the signs of the zodiac and the planets. This information is contained in Table 1. In Tables 2 to 5, we present the information contained in Chapters 2 to 5 of Part 2, which deal with the numbers 23 to 78, the minor arcana, and the yearly astrological cycle. To clarify the relationship of these numbers to the minor arcana and the astrological cycle, we have included Figure 7, which presents the information of Tables 2 to 5 in wheel form. In astrology, we speak of Aries, fire, Cancer, water, Libra, air, and Capricorn, earth, as the cardinal signs. The cardinal signs govern the seasons and mark the equinoxes and solstices. For example, the astrological year begins with the vernal equinox. This occurs when the sun enters the sign Aries and marks the beginning of spring. In Figure 7, you will see that the king, queen, and page of each suit correspond to the cardinal sign which governs the same element. The King of Wands, cardinal fire, corresponds to Aries, cardinal fire. You will also note in the tables and in Figure 7 that in the cardinal signs, the kings, queens, and pages of each suit are assigned the same astrological correspondence as the 2s, 3s, and 4s of the same suit. For example, in Table 3 and in Figure 7, the King of Cups, 37 or 1, and the 2 of Cups, 42 or 6, both correspond to the first decan of Cancer, 0 degrees to 10 degrees Cancer. Here, the king acts in a role of royal protectorship, overshadowing the 2, which is at an earlier point in the cycle. Each card represents different manifestations of the same astrological energy. There are two other important cards in each suit, the Knights and the Aces. Each knight is pictured on horseback, representing movement and energy, and because of this symbolism, the knights have come to represent entire seasons. Thus, the Knight of Wands governs the spring, carrying the initial burst of Aries energy through the spring months of Aries, Taurus, and Gemini, until the sun reaches 0 degrees Cancer and the Knight of Cups begins his journey through the summer season. Just as each knight rules an entire season, each ace rules an entire element. The power inherent in the ace corresponds to all the manifestations of an element. Thus, the Ace of Swords corresponds to the entire element of air and rules the air signs Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini.
She my little dog, she my best friend, and I got big shoes. This ain't no size 10. The way I'm rocking it, the way I'm walking in, the way I'm walking in. Cause she my little dog, she my best friend, and I got big shoes. This ain't no size 10. The way I'm rocking it, the way I'm walking in, the way I'm walking in. Cause she my little dog, she my best friend, and I got big shoes. This ain't no size 10. The way I'm rocking it, the way I'm walking in, the way I'm walking in. Cause she my little dog, she my best friend, and I got big shoes. This ain't no size 10. The way I'm rocking it, the way I'm walking in, the way I'm walking in. Cause she my little dog, she my best friend, and I got big shoes. This ain't no size 10. The way I'm rocking it, the way I'm walking in, the way I'm walking in. Cause she my little dog, she my best friend, and I got big shoes. This ain't no size 10. The way I'm rocking it, the way I'm walking in, the way I'm walking in. Cause she my little dog, she my best friend, and I got big shoes. This ain't no size 10. The way I'm rocking it, the way I'm walking in, the way I'm walking in. Cause she my little dog.